Okay, I think we're live. I think we are live. No? Huh. There's either a delay or I've done screwed up somehow. It says I'm streaming, but as I look at YouTube, it is not showing me. Why am I not? Oh. YouTube. It is not showing me. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I guess I am on, but what is going on here? Okay. How about now? Okay, that's. What is this thing doing? Hello, folks. I'll be right back. I don't know what this thing is doing, but I will start the stream again in a second because it's echoing and it's coming through the laptop speakers and I can't turn them off. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think we're back now. Okay. Are we good? Can you hear me? Can you hear the game? That's the question at this point. Or at least the question that I have. If you can hear me and you can hear the game, we're in good shape. All right, so Denise has got me. It says I'm sounding. I read that as amazing, stellar. That's how I translate okay. I set the bar very, very low. I'm having to look over here for chat because I can't actually do chat on the actual monitor. So if I run behind on chat today, it's only because I'm having to look at chat on the stream versus on the OBS. So that would be the reason why I'm running behind. But let's go ahead and just, if nothing else, let's jump into a game here. We got plenty of folks playing. RPad 33. Let's see what RPad's got going on here. Hearing both, awesome. Okay, very good. I thought maybe I was going to be thwarted at the very last minute by problems that I had not seen before. Okay, so this is a ranked match. RPad, wow, okay, RPad is a top 10, as is evidenced by the card back. Oof. We got workshop. We got workshop in the works. And we got poopstone. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. What have you done to me, RPad? Why? That's okay though. Let's see. CIA training. He can't tell you that, body bag. Goodness gracious. Funky new deck to try out on Steam. Well, I need a funky / effective deck. Oh, hang on a second. Let me. Don't want to smother the gameplay or hide the gameplay from y'all. Okay, so we will. I mean, we just started, so we'll go ahead and finish this out. But yeah, it's. the workshop is gone. Can't say I'm terribly disappointed about that, but boy, we're off to a rough start today, aren't we? Okay. Yeah, exactly, buddy. Like no workshop. Next weekend, so Vincenzo, next weekend I go yesterday. Well, let me say hello to everybody. So we got Body Bag, Vincenzo, Denise, not in the order of appearance, of course, and Pure Willpower. Quite the motley conglomerate. And there's Inu as well. Hello, Inu. B-Wolf. Yes, indeed. I'm happy to be doing it again. Very, very, very excited. Yeah, it got to a point where I was like, why am I not doing? Oh, you know, let me see how. Because I feel like I'm off the screen, or I am off the screen. I don't feel like I'm off the screen. I'm actually off the screen. So when I look right, I go off the screen. Let me shift over here. Maybe that'll help. Sorry, I have no live indication. It's all hidden behind the game. So,
Careful there.
Nip, hello. Yeah, I missed the heck out of this. This is not the ideal setup for it, unfortunately. But all right, so our Breton guest using some really peculiar cards, meaning they don't get a lot of love, managed to get our Intrepid Arpad down to 10, but it looks like he's going to be able to make a comeback here. If for no other reason, Mundustone is going to get something charred or drain. Yeah, it's all over for our Breton guest, unfortunately for him. There's just too much value on the board, too much value in the supports, and he's got one card. So that's just about it. But we will let it finish out as I finish greeting people and try to keep up with the streaming. Look good. Wait, I look good? Or did somebody else say something about looking good? I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. Well, it's still, yeah, the video quality isn't the greatest, but I'm not entirely sure why that is, or at least webcam quality, because webcam is 4K, but I don't know, whatever. So, and Inu gives me a pink Pepto-Bismol high five with little spikes shooting out. Is that a superpower high five, I guess? So Vincenzo went for almost 6 hours, just because I know I won't stream for a while. Holy cow. All right, well, he set the bar pretty high. Unfortunately, I have a hard stop. I do a pirate panel discussion thing. It's supposed to be every other week on Saturday nights, but tonight the host isn't going to be able to do it on Saturday, so we're going to do it tonight, and that's like at 9:30, I think. And I got to take a break to get food and make sure I don't have, like, make my butt numb. So got a hard stop around 8-ish. But I mean, 3 hours, that's half as long as Vincenzo can go, and he's got military training, so I think I'm doing all right. It's just so good to see everybody here, and just pick up. Oh wait, what are we doing here? Okay, all right. It looks like our guest is doing a little bit of rope-a-dope. Unfortunately, he's rank 1. Arpad's on his way to top 10 again this month. It looks like. But I think in general this game is just pretty much over, and the guest knows it. He's just not willing to lose gracefully. So it looks like Arpad is gonna do it. Get it over with. Rip off the Band-Aid. Maybe. Speaking of which, I was going to talk about this in the video, but why not talk about it now? I did get I can't remember the gentleman's name, but there was somebody who gave me another input. You all can let me know in the chat too. So, well, no, I don't want to load the question. If someone starts playing out, well, let's jump into another game first. I don't want to have you all looking at a blank screen. Oh, Wolf. Not playing at the moment. Let's see. Krakatau's playing. Let's see if anybody that is currently in chat is Ugnip. Ugnip, yeah, there we go. Well, let's see what Ugnip is doing. Okay. Running low on cards. Looks like it was an aggro token, perhaps, Crusader, that has just kind of run out of gas. Got him down to 16. His opponent, unless he stole that, his opponent looks, oh, gosh darn it, did not need that prophecy.
Close ranks, let nothing through.
Interesting. Wonder why he buffed that up, because I mean, he's Got to be planning to trade with it, right? Unless he has a weapon to equip it to, give it breakthrough or something. No? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't put it on his... I guess he's just not planning to hit face. I guess that's the idea.
Let nothing
Let's
through.
see.
Close ranks.
Hermamora tests us.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, Beowulf's finding Vincenzo's streams. I think it automatically goes VOD, so you should be able, if you go to somebody's live tab on their YouTube page, they'll have all their live broadcasts. And you will be, look at that, Ugnip pushing the damage, but man, Umbreon? Okay, so he does have a thief, so he probably stole the Underworld Vigilante. Ooh, and you don't know Drain. See, Ugnip is somebody, he has my kind of luck. You get late in the game, you're looking for your big cards, whatever that might be. He's probably got a decent, like a 5-drop or 6-drop, something. And of course, he's drawing his early game right now, which is not helpful. And that is pretty much going to be game. I was about to say, what are the chances that Umbreon has a way to buff his one trained creature exponentially, and of course he does have it.
Training is over. It's time to act.
Oh my gosh, so that prof mattered. Let's see what he was saying there. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm happy to, again, happy welcome back from that prof mattered. I appreciate that, good sir. Everything you need a funky new deck, I will do. Please, will you be playing the Arsenal? First time it's been around since NPO was accused of cheating. What?
Just let me pick your pocket.
Let me give a few A's there. What?
Let nothing through. Close ranks.
How? That is a very peculiar thing. To me, anyway. Cool. All right. Yep, you got it. So, yes. So, quick poll here. Y'all can let me know. This is just going to give me a frame of reference. It doesn't mean anybody's right or wrong. I'm just curious. If somebody has lethal on the board and they don't have to worry about prophecies because they've got more than enough health and whatever else, do you think do you find it interesting to see them play out their hands, play out everything they have in their deck, or pretty much as their Magicka allows before they finish you off? Or would you rather just them finish you off? So if you see them start equipping weapons and doing altar shenanigans and drawing cards and everything when lethal is sitting on the board, do you find it irksome? Do you not care? Or do you think it's actually kind of cool to see like all the cool stuff that they can do to finish you off? I didn't try to load that question. If you know me, if you're watching any of the videos, you know where I fall with it, but I've heard otherwise. So I just don't know if I'm the odd man out, if the game, because I never played like Magic the Gathering. I haven't played actual card games, so I don't know if that's actually a courtesy. And Arpad gave us a comment there. Let's see.
Follow me, man.
So Arpad, are you in the chat then? Am I missing you? Let's see.
So, the stars point
The forest will not suffer your presence.
Okay, let's see. Oh, sorry. Oh, geez, I was just about to say Ugnip still. See, Markeith Bannerman, like that's the kind of stuff he needed like 6 turns ago. Ugnip, you got to work on your draw, my friend. I practice. I'm clicking, and I don't even know how to BS. Like, how do you even pretend that you're practicing your RNG? Don't know. But I mean, he is fighting for his very survival at this moment. And I mean, you're Fate Weaver, so our Umbreon opponent here is definitely heavy into it, and he does have exact lethal unless Ugnip can get a prophecy here. Granted, Umbreon might just have something to bypass. All right, let's see. I apologize, Ugnip, if our presence here or my presence here has intruded upon your winning streak. Oh yeah, this guy's heavy prophecy. Heavy.
Close ranks.
but not enough. And the mixed prophecy is
Forge.
wow, and no prophecy for Ugdip. Dag nabbit. Sorry, my friend. Sorry. We'll follow up with you again, though. We missed your onslaught, so we didn't get to see you actually punch in face. When we got there, you were kind of out of gas. All right, I'm curious about this cheating thing. We tried not to match each other, and because we built optimized decks for event, because we communicated like a team and played the event the way it was supposed to be played. I see. The typical ends by folks. Oh, I see. I was trying to say shenanigans, like as in people. The same old. I think they're mostly. I mean, they're basis. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Prof Mattered. See what he's up to. What deck is he running? He was asking about the gauntlet that hasn't been, I guess, offered for a long time. I might play it for Monday's video. We'll see. But I think, as we all know, I'm so bad with keeping up with chat. If I actually try to play during Live at 5, nothing. I would be losing boring games because I lose games, and chat would not be getting talked to. So I will continue to observe during the streams, but I'll probably try to play the gauntlets just for something spicy, something different for Monday's video. So yeah, that's a good call. All right, so I have once again missed a ton of chat. Let's see here. George's question, depending on Beowulf, depending on the deck and what they play, if they play just to show off, it sucks, but sometimes I get it. For example, when you can do some rare combo. Right. Or even, I'll be honest, like it's not a combo, but if somebody can trigger Avatar of Akatosh or whatever, and you get to see the thing transform, I don't mind doing that. It doesn't take very long, and it's like, okay, it's a way to get a title. Like you can get a title with it, and it kind of looks cool. So I get it. I definitely get it. There is a difference between DMing and maybe showing, hey, I also had lightning bolt in the hand, so I would have won even if you removed my board. Now, see that, but that's okay. You're right. But I mean, does that make it better? I guess here's the thing. I agree with you. If let's say I got a prophecy, in that last turn or something and I want to let them know I didn't win because of that prophecy. It helped, but I had these things in my hand already to finish it. I think that works. Otherwise, it's almost like you were so far from beating me, it's pathetic. Look how far away you were. I got you beat with my lightning bolt. I got you beat with my poop stone. I got you. I'm not saying you would play that, of course, but I got you beat. I wouldn't actually qualify for this because it's already on the board and it's RNG. But you know what I'm saying? Like to say you are outmatched, as the Supreme Matromancer would say. I don't know if that's better, if that's helpful or not. I know it helps when an opponent shows that they're not winning off of a prophecy, even if they got one. Like, even if they use it, but then they play a card where it's like, oh, they had like 10 damage and they only needed 2 or 3, something like that. But yeah, I just don't know. So I guess that wouldn't be seen as twisting the knife. I don't know. Would I rather want to believe that I lost in a close game because they happen to have the card that they got, maybe that wasn't a top deck, or would I rather just be completely decimated and be like, oh, I never had a chance of winning? And since you played Unite the Houses, there's only one way to win, man. I mean, it's just unite the houses. I don't think you don't play normal stuff, do you? All right, let's see. I did that once with a guard that summons random Daedra. I just wanted to see what else crazy I might get. Okay, all right, so this is good. I mean, that's it. So again, not thinking, that I'm trying to screw with my opponent, just going, hey, I just want to play this out and see how it goes. So there's curiosity. There's, for Inu, taunting, apparently. Let's see here. Okay, oh, there you go. And there's Inu following up there, of course. I'm late to the party. Question is, would that info make your opponent even more mad? Yeah, exactly. There you go. So that was my philosophical question. You asked it as well, and probably sooner than I did. Rarely do it. Yeah, GG. Good GG. Honey Badger, I think you're playing a fun deck like Unite or Jarl Balgruuf, even Martin Septim. Yeah, go ahead and finish your combo. I don't mind. Second Vader, Alduin, Parthenax would finish me. Right. So it almost, I mean, I'm not going to make it exclusively about control, but, or lazy control. Because Parthloop is control typically, and it's the lazy control. No prophecies from E3 for him. Yeah, you can't win, which, and that's the thing too, when people run like prophecy heavy decks, it's smart to have non-prophecy in there, but then it makes it more aggravating when they do hit the prophecy. Like, once you see them play a non-prophecy card and they get 3 prophecies anyway, and you realize that they weren't just running pure prophecy to guarantee it, then it's like, for crying out loud. But what do we got? All right, I'm just trying to keep up with the game here. All right, so he's shackled. Okay, yeah. Oh wait! Oh no! He's up against Vincenzo. Oh my gosh! I don't have the. I should have dual cat doggone. I'm sorry, Vincenzo. Sorry, I just now saw. How did it take me that long? I am. I would say I'm rusty, but I was actually never terribly good. But this is nice. There's no. I mean, there is technically a winner or loser, but there's no hard feelings here. So that Prof Matters is desperately trying to stay alive. He's got a giant bat, which I'm guessing he's looking for a mentor's ring, or trying to hold out for that. But Vincenzo is on the brink of closing it out. No drain on board, no guards. All right, Shadow Fen. Okay, so it's. I mean, we see though that Prof he's got his Sanctuary Pet, Territorial Viper. Oh, and he's going face. All right, so it looks like he's able to turn the corner, and he does it. Wow. Nicely done, Vincenzo. I mean, you got him down pretty good, but that Prof Matter was just able to pivot on a dime and close the game out. And yeah, I got to pay attention to that dual streaming thing. Okay. We'll give, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. With a spotty communication, dreaming, ATM, which is cool kid lingo for at the moment. Dreaming ATM. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, all right. He gets it. Sure, he gets it. All right. All right, guitarist on bass, nothing there. Krakatow, Rick Deck Ford? Rick Deck Ford? Shake it, baby. Vincenzo. I missed the dual cast. Dag. Nabbit. All right. Let's see. We got Wilhelm. I guess I'll just. Oh, Honey Badger's playing. Versus match. All right, Honey Badger, let's see what you got. See what you're doing. Fresh game. Smell that? Smell that fresh game? Okay, let me catch up with chat before I start inhaling invisible stuff here. Let's see. He knew. He will read my second part and see that I agree. Yes. Yeah. You still not realized it's me and Indy playing. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Not only am I slow on chat, but it's all relevant to oh, boy. You all are cruel. How dare you talk? How dare you chat? What are you doing? All right, if someone is doing the quest to play 10 cards, it costs 10, I can tolerate cards. Okay, that's a good point too. That is a really good point too. And the thing is, we can't know because the game, I really wish Tesla allowed, like, you don't have to accept a friend request. I wish they made it an option where you could chat, you could start a chat with somebody and not just have emotes. So you could say, hey, trying to get whatever quest. And obviously you got to trust the person because they could say, hey, let me, I've got 2 10-drop cards. I won't hit you in the face. Just let me play my cards. I mean, I'm not sure that anybody would do that. Maybe some people would, some people wouldn't. But I mean, allowing just some communication other than emotes, which can be very confusing, depending on what people are saying or what they're trying to say. Like, because if you listen to the voice line and don't think, oh, this is their sorry, and he says something like, I hate your mother. And that's the avatar's emote for sorry. Well, then you're going to be like, "Wow, how dare you?" But it's like, "Oh no, wait, that's him apologizing for being a turd muffin." So, okay. But anyway, busy chittering. Multitasking is hard, Vincenzo. Don't blame him. Well, and that's the thing, though. I mean, Vincenzo does a much better job of it than I do. But I think he has help. He's got a wife and kid. I think they contribute to his streaming acumen here. I'm all by myself. And just trying to make it through in this crazy world. Cool kid lingo, right? Yeah. I think that automatically excludes me from any level of coolness when I have to. If you have to say it, if you're like, what is it the cool kids say? Don't say it. Whatever it is you're thinking, don't say it, because even if it is what the cool kids say, it automatically loses its coolness once you say it. When you've established the fact that you just can't be cool off the cuff. So. I learned that the hard way. When I was younger, even when I was a kid, I don't know if I was ever a cool kid, even when I was younger, I didn't have the right lingo. I've asked what the abbreviations mean. Okay, so Beowulf, I'm guessing you're probably in my age range. I mean, I pick it up, like context does help with a lot of it, but some stuff, I mean, they keep inventing things like, LOL. I grasped that pretty well for a while. And then they're like LMAFO, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, obviously there's something involving laughter, but why are we adding all these vowels? I don't understand. And then I understood, but then I still didn't quite understand. All right, so as I'm flapping my gums, Honey Badger is putting on a clinic, has whittled down the TW. He's playing the thing. He's in theory, he's got some big bodies back there, and so Honey Badger is going to want to close this out. He probably will. He's got the suppress. He's got Tazcat. Yeah, he's got this. Never mind. I just saw Tazcat for some reason. And if he did that on a drain, I mean, the guy cleared the board. He did a good job. But Taz is just sitting there. Exactly how Tazcat sounds. Or Tazcad. I need to say cat. Nice, Honey Badger. Well done. GG. I don't know. Does GG, it looks okay in writing. I feel kind of, I don't know that I feel right about saying it though. Like I will give a good game here, but I feel like I should say that out loud. Saying GG, just good game, 2 syllables, GG, 2 syllables. There's no economy of syllables here. I'm not gaining anything by not saying good game. Typing, yes, I'm only using 2 characters, so I feel like it's worth it. All right, let me just make sure that I'm not. Oh. All right. Okay, not playing. All right, we can jump back with ARPAD. I want to see. Yeah, okay, all right. So we shall actually, yeah, let's go back with ARPAD. And make sure right off the jump, I've got to train myself, okay? He's not playing somebody that we can dual stream with. So, but it is rank 30 against rank 29, so this should be a good game. We do have Mundus back in play. Oh, that's right. Okay. I was getting my players confused there. So yeah, we know there is a workshop in the works in the deck, but we'll see. I mean, he's up against Telvanni, and we all know Telvanni is going to Telvanni. The question is, can he dig his heels in? I don't think he's going to be able to. I think ARPAD's going to be able to close this out. Yeah, that breakthrough is going to be huge. We are in Aelid Guardian range, and we know lethal isn't going to do anything. But these are big bodies that he's putting down. So, and he's got an edict. So yeah, I think he's got it wrapped up. But this is the danger zone for Telvanni. You get him down to 10, and you think, I got this, and then it's like, no, Cruel Fire Bloom on the cat's paw to get some draw, and I've got a ton of cards. No. Nope. Okay, interesting.
Murder in the air.
Okay, just looking for. Okay, yeah. When Telvanni does a debased experiments on her, that's not which one. So Arpad's got this. Have you all seen the bag? Because Arpad's got the game in it. All right. Beowulf, not cool. You know, you're among friends. Okay, okay. I did know RN. All right, Vincenzo, to answer your question, because I was looking at the screen, I usually don't care what the opponent is doing unless they're roping. I assume people are doing a quest if they do something like, okay, and that's like that. Okay, I literally only stream when they're not home. Oh, Vincenzo's saying that in my earlier reference to him having help, that he literally only streams when they're not there. All right, so that prop matter. Tell you what, we haven't gotten a chance to look at, Rick Deck Ford? Let's see what he's running, what he is up to. Okay, relatively fresh game. Definitely favoring Rick Deck Ford, and I guess I should have looked. This has got to be Gauntlet. It's got the 2 Schwards over here. Schward! Armory. After you summon a creature here, a random friendly creature here gets +1/+1. Okay, so that's how he got his... Dang, his Ravenous Hunger either got a weapon of some kind or another prophecy. Man. Opponent's prophecies are healthy today. What was this? Oh, interesting. Like, that's definitely I'm running a heavy prophecy deck card. Maybe he just wants a guard down. There's not a lot of great options in Dagoth, but let's see. But yeah, okay, Vincenzo, that's a really good point, though. And kind of what Denise said as well, it ties into that. Maybe they're questing. And so it's probably it's never a bad idea to assume the best from the opponent, like to assume that they're questing versus, I'm going to show you all the cards. I think I got a bad taste in my mouth just because it was an altar deck, like one of the first times it happened. So it was like the person was doing their altar things. They were drawing cards and killing their own creatures off. And it was like, really, dude? Like, just, come on, man. It's like 20 seconds of just watching you play with yourself. So I don't know. I guess it looks like in general, people are, being conscientious of that fact. But it seems, for the most part, the assumption is, or the prevailing notion is, it's harmless, or at the very least, it's not done with any malice. So I get that. And like I said, if they're questing, kind of help them out. You guys have seen me. My concede efficiency is crazy high. Like, I'll concede on turn 2. Well, heck, against Invade, I can start to concede on turn 1. But I concede very quickly if I'm not going to get the W, because that's what I'm playing for, because they're hard to come by. You people that win all the time, you're like, I can take my time because I'll win next game. You can even call your shot, just be like, let me go ahead and win the next game. I'll win the next game. You can do that. I can't do that. I can't summon a win. I'm scrapping for every win that I get, and like, I don't think, because Joe actually put in the comments of one of the videos, is like, gonna make it to Legend this month, or going to, let's see, does he have lethal here? 12, 14, he has exact lethal, and then he's got Cliff Rancher. So here we go. And exact. And Sparky Main not. So Sparky Main, I'll let my opponent finish. If they do whatever they do on the deck, or if they want to skip a rune and they want to throw a weapon or something on there, I'll let that play out usually. But so that was a little bit of a premature thing. He wasn't really doing anything. But it sounds like, for the most part, unless the opponent is roping, which is obvious, just there's really no. Oh, here we go, Body Bag. What is Body Bag doing? What you got going on there, buddy? All right. Well, we've had some rough live at 5s in terms of our friends getting completely eviscerated on certain days, but today, aside from the one, I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to make you stand out because you're a great player. So, but we had one person that fell, but I think everybody else has just won swimmingly. And then in the case of with Vincenzo and that Prof mattered, they're both buddies. So wins. But it's just good to see friends winning. So Prof J-Dog. Funny story about that, but let me get back to chat here. There you go, Denise. Vincenzo admitted your 1-year-old secretly helps you with your stream. Swears out at me. Exactly right, Denise. Don't think she's joking. 1-year-olds, their purity of mind and innocence give them a leg up when it comes to deck building and playing. We all know this. It's a fact. That's why Jay Shade's son, who's like 7, could probably kick my butt because he's got that going for him. Anyway, all right, we got Honey Badger. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if Honey Badger can keep his scout. I think he's running scout again. No, he's changed it up. Hey, look at that. Look at this diversity here. We're now playing Spell Shward. And still doing pretty good against D-Evil. Is that right? D-Evil? Or is it D33VIL? That's probably it, right? That's probably how you say that. D-E-V, whatever. Anyway, Blue's in chat again here. All right. You guys would all hear Blue hear Miss Rachel playing in the background. Classics. Yeah, no, that's a travesty, of course, that your son isn't there to provide you with child-friendly background music noise. Thoughts on adults who unironically watch Bluey? I work with a guy who wants to talk about how it's a deep show that handles dark topics. Okay, so off the cuff, I have never seen Bluey. I do have a nephew, so I'm familiar with the name, but I've never seen it myself. I've never gotten the impression from anybody, parents or otherwise, who thinks it's particularly deep. They say it's entertaining, kids like it. That seems fair enough, but I've never heard anybody pontificate or just go, Bluey is actually really, really freaking deep. Never heard that. And I don't think I would agree with the claim that it's very deep. Although, come on. You have pieces of art that's like a white canvas with nothing on it except for like a fly carcass, and that's art. And it's like, well, if you can't see it, you just don't get it. So if you can have artsy-fartsy people that come up with BS about how something is really showing us the inside of our souls and unraveling the universe, and it looks like absolute garbage that a 4-year-old could do. The only thing is, this is the key to art that I've realized. If you want to convince people that you're this like avant-garde artist, buy a canvas, not just a piece of paper. Buy a legit canvas. Those things cost $50, $60 depending on the size. It costs even more. Once you've shown that, look, I've spent the money on this, they're going to assume that whatever you put on it is important. So you can after that you can just do whatever the heck you want to and just be like, I bought this canvas. Okay, this is $60 and then another $10 for the paints. I'm not going to just do that and not make something amazing and artful. So file that away. That's how you create successful art. You make sure your medium is expensive so nobody questions that, oh, come on, the evil, devil, 33 Bill. I think the last 30 stands for villain or velociraptor. I don't care. Anyway, sorry, Honey Badger. It is no fun getting ropes. And look, my man's playing Codwell, for crying out loud. How in the world are you gonna... Was this just lazy aggro here? Well, not lazy, I guess, but charge aggro. I don't know. Come on. I feel like I recognize this name though. In my brain, I recognize the name. Oh, see, Devil, you, Honey Badger. Vainly taunting in vain as the opponent. I have actually done it one time, or had it happen twice. I do it on occasion if I really have nothing better to do. I will just sit in the game and try to drag it out as long as possible so that if my opponent reconnects, they just spawn back into the same game and we either have to quit out. But I've only had one guy do that. Apparently when people rage quit, they're literally gone. So Honey Badger cursing into the wind as his chicken poo opponent runs off like the turd muffin he is. There we go. Get the Codwells down there. Get it all out there. No prophecy. Good. And finishes it off. Ah, well done, Honey Badger. And look at, like I said, played Scout. Now he's playing, what is that? Spell Sword. Wand with Spell Sword. And it's not Dwemer Spell Sword. How often do you not see a in fact, I'm going to say that. Wow. a non-Dwemer factotum spell sword with a win. Yeah, usually if it's spell sword these days, you can just guarantee it's going to have it's a neutral spell sword. All right, Vincenzo in a match. All right, let's see what Vincenzo's cooking up here. All right, let's see. I actually don't mind watching with my son. It's a good show, referring to Bluey, of course. Sometimes continue to watch even after he falls asleep or something. Fair enough. Antoine84, thank you for your genuine, heartfelt content. I am a very good friend.
I will fight for my...
And she... Oh, I have a very good friend. She also has a lot of respect for you. 100% share your frustrations. We're very similar in approach to the game. Antoine84, thank you very much. I think that's the first time I've spoken to her, unless it's been in the comments. But welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. And thank you for sharing that as well. It's great when and Vincenzo pleading for Kine because his total scrub has Hand of Dagoth on the board, and Vincenzo is coming at him with crabs and more tongue aspirants. So we actually have an aggro empire going, but it looks like he's gonna lose out to that hand of Dagoth. Yeah. Unless Vincenzo can draw something, I'm not sure what his top end is here. And in fairness to Total Scrub, he is populating the board and getting prepared to finish it off next turn. It looks like he might be able to. I haven't done the math yet. So he's, I mean, can he find a charger? He can, I mean, I think, do you hit face here? I was gonna say, maybe you hit face first and then do the lane change. Oh man. Well, let's see. 10, 14, 18, 20, 6, 30. Yeah, he's got lethal here. So unless Total Scrub is gonna be a scrub, he's gonna be able to finish Vincenzo off this turn. See, now that right there, that was, I mean, that's certainly not the worst part, but do you, like, all right, well, we're seeing it in action here. Now that could be a rune skip. As long as you don't hit with that first, never mind, seriously. That's just bad policy in general. Good job, Vincenzo. See what I'm talking about? Like, if you're gonna do that, like, skip 2 runes with it. Don't hit with that first. Come on, man, seriously? Like, I mean, that was just twisting the knife. All right. All right, body bag. But Antoine, and thank you for the heartfelt content. I do say genuine, which is why sometimes it looks very unpolished, or I seem like a schmuck because I don't have the polish. It's a lot of work. I tried pretending to be something I wasn't. I remember it was like my first day. I think it was 7th or 8th grade. I was trying to make a really strong impression. Trying to come off as one of the cool kids, I kind of slouched in my chair, spread the legs out, threw my arm up, made it look like I really didn't care that I was there. I got a headache. I had the worst headache I've ever had in school. Oh, invade! Oh gosh, my eyes! But I ended up I had to stop after the 3rd period because it was so exhausting trying to be cool, trying to be, one of those guys. I mean, I guess if that's how you are naturally, that's fine. I'm not saying that everybody who does that is perpetrating, but for me, it's effort. So I got to be genuine because otherwise I exhaust myself. But I appreciate you watching, and I thank you very much for the very, very kind words. I've seen the viral clip of the woman talking about her sexual attraction to Bluey's dad bandit. No.
I want to be an assassin.
No.
Approach and be
Let me feign surprise though that that's a thing. What? I'm sure there are people that have Garfield fetishes, for crying out loud. And I only think of that because I had, my mom was talking about packing the refrigerator and she sent me a gif of this like bright orange cat trying to squeeze through, a fat cat trying to squeeze through a kitty door. It was like pawing to the floor. And it reminded me, we had a cat named Pooh Bear who was like almost 30 pounds, like 28 pounds. He's a really rotund cat. Anyway, and I remember saying, hey, I wonder if all orange cats are fat, because Pooh Bear was, the cat in the video is, and Garfield is. So Garfield was kind of at the top of my brain, so that's why I randomly chose Garfield as a cartoon character that could be fetishized. It sounds like I'm trying to explain it away and that I'm actually trying to hide my actual attraction for Garfield, but that's not the case. Moving on. Wait a minute. Vincenzo says he understands it? Highly suspect. What do you mean you understand it? What's Dad Bandit? It doesn't sound sexy. But I mean, I guess it's a woman, so... Well, no, it's a woman saying it's sexy. But Vincenzo says I can see that, so I guess... I don't know, maybe just there's an incredible sex appeal with Louis' Dad Bandit. Let's see. Okay, so Body Bag is playing. This is coming in very late, but Body Bag is playing. Was playing. Seasitter Toker's gone. Okay, so that's Joe's deck, which I'm not going to say explains the win because Body Bag is a great player in his own right and a great deck builder. But yeah, if you got a K Fluffy or Joe deck, I mean, there's a lot of really good deck builders here. But if you got those decks, you are irregularly lethal. That sounds bad, but I mean it in a good way. All right, let's jump to... All right, Vincenzo. Let's see what Vincenzo's... For the Dad Bandit, who is apparently sexy and appeals to people of all ages and sizes and what have yous. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so Brave, you know. Denise, you know. Antoine, that's awesome. And I might know you, sir. It could be that I don't know you as that name. If that's not your in-game name, I probably didn't know there. Blue has a few deep moments, but more wholesome in general. Yeah, and for a kids program, that's really all you need. I mean, you can get lucky, and you got like a few gems, like some of Pixar's earlier stuff. You know, like the Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Incredibles, where they're highly interesting and highly entertaining for adults, but they have that wholesomeness that you want your kids to be exposed to.
I have wares if you have.
All right, so Vincenzo's calling market, and he probably isn't wrong. I wouldn't bet against it, but I am hoping to see the Aggro Empire do what Aggro Empire is capable of, because Aggro Empire is pretty damn good. I think it's New Era and Aelid Guardian that made people go, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to play Control now because I got Control cards.
Hands off my wares.
That's how everybody talks, really. Bluey, Bandit, Bluey guy. Yeah, Honey Badger, exactly right. Disconnecting is so stupid. It is. It really is. It's not good for them. Like, because they're essentially, taking themselves out of the game, because we know, as I said, most people don't reconnect within the time the game would expire. So literally somebody rage quits and goes off. I don't know. I don't like to end on a loss if I can help it. All right, so this is a close game here. And again, this seems to go towards Vincenzo's theory because it's Market Assassin, Market Archer that never bothers to build a board, and then, well, I mean, he's putting on the pressure. I was gonna say by turn 6 or 7, if the guy's got a market or two, it could really start getting ugly. But there's a very good chance Vincenzo's just going to be able to close this out next turn. Let's see. Pure Willpower. I've had to listen to this guy at work describe an episode in detail at least 4 times, where he tries to explain how the episode is actually a metaphor for infertility. Okay, well, that goes against the theory of it being wholesome. I don't know that really anything to do with reproduction for children is ideal. Again, we don't need to rush. I mean, I remember sex ed being offered like in 6th grade. I think that's early enough. I find that very, very strange. So yeah, if your friend is right, and I don't know that he is. Would you say he's a friend? No, this guy. We've made a point. It is this guy, not a friend. So Pure Willpower's guy at work has been beating a dead horse. No, beating a dead drum or beating a horse. Either way, 4 times is way too much. I had a friend that when I moved in, he was a huge Game of Thrones fan. And to his credit, he somehow, within 4 hours, managed to really give me the lowdown on the entire plot. And he only told it to me once, so I give him credit for succinctness. Okay. Sessions turning up the heat a little bit. Doesn't get him out of the woods just yet. Vincenzo's got some good... Let's see, he's got 8, 10, 12.
Fight with the fervor of the
And he
wild
can-
hunt.
Okay, he's going to take that threat off. Is he going to trade to make sure he doesn't get hit, or is he just going to go? Because I mean, he can't finish him off this turn. There we go. I think everything goes face at this point. Then, well, no, yeah. Obey me. No, I'm kidding, of course. All right. Okay. Ugnip says devil or D-Evil is a Russian guy. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a propensity. I don't think it is. But, I mean, it's good to know. I mean, unfortunately, this particular fellow is not necessarily somebody that I would be keen on befriending. I think disconnects are really just a bad form. But in general, I like knowing where people are from. It's fun, just all the different places. And it's really crazy just how many people like you talk to that you don't realize that they're in a country where English isn't like the primary language, and they speak it better than half the people I know, myself sometimes included. That's always fun too. It's kind of humbling. You're like, oh, cool. So you know 6 languages and you're fluent in all of them. And I struggle with the one that I'm supposed to be good at. Whoa. So was this a market? I mean, it's got all these control things and whatnots, and it was enough to forestall it for a moment. But I mean, he was putting on the pressure. I don't know what session was running, but I mean, he's doing well with it. He's in the tower, but Vincenzo is going to ultimately pull it off. Let's see. Not really good offerings there. I mean, they're both premium, obviously. When you play have something or other and do the thing and go get him, kitty. Meow. The poke. And East March. I mean, when the cards glow. Come on, Vincenzo, when the card glows. Oh, really? Really?
It's time.
I feel like he did that just to spite me.
How can I serve?
I know he didn't. He's focused on the game. All right, I gotta go but I gotta get going here because the arrow is showed up, the blue arrow of death, which says you're really slow on chat. Doo-pa-doo-pa-doo. Okay, yeah, Vincenzo confirming it is not that deep. What a total scrub. Well said, Inu, well said. Definitely a total scrub. Every time that Urban got to play, I love him with Imposter's Mission. Yeah, oh yeah, he is really great with it. I mean, he's great in general. I mean, just the body size you get. But I mean, yeah, him and Bog Lurcher with the Imposter's Mission. That's crazy, dropping a 9/9 down for, well, yeah, Bog Lurcher's 4, right? Imposter's Mission is at 5, so 9, 9, 9. Okay, maybe that's not quite as dynamic as I thought, but still, your point is made about lumbering over. Well done. Well done. Pulled that one out. Empire Aggro representing. Still don't know what the other guy was running, although I might have missed it as I was flapping my gums. Ooh, Death Row. All right, let's take a quick look at Death Row here. We don't often get to see Azura clan folk, and it looks like Death Row is closing out. He is running Guild Sworn colors, but not what's that crappy kind of deck? The Invade. But he is going to close this one out against Junga. Let's see. Vincenzo, okay, I lost 3 games in a row. It's time for a beer. Wait a minute. Am I that far behind that? Oh my gosh, I am that far behind. So the last time, I'm now where Vincenzo lost. You just won a game from jeez. All right, let me. Really? I gotta get to chat. Let me. I'm thinking we'll go Honey Badger again, but let me see. Yep, we'll do Honey Badger again. What deck will Honey Badger be playing this time? We had Scout, Spell Sword, and now Assassin.
Magnificent monster.
Mixing it up. And it's a relatively fresh game here against Gene Vale, so let us hope for no discontinues and let us for disconnects and let us hope for. Oh, we got the Soul Rest Marshal. Look at that. Look at that. Soul Rest Marshal. Razzle-ma-dazzle-ma-dazzle-ma-dazzle. Premium Razzle-ma-dazzle. He's got the bling. So Honey Badger, I guess by default right now, is kind of on the defensive. Probably trying to bait out a don't hit me in the face Manic Jack, the kitty kitty. If he has in fact taken a defensive position. Oof. Oh, none of that's good. None of that is good.
Let's do the fist.
That's good. That's really good. A Harpy of the Shrieking Persuasion. All right, so Vincenzo says, Bandit is the dad. He's a great dad. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so maybe said woman is either very, 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 very bereft of romance, or her husband's kind of a jerk. I guess there's any number of reasons why she would find. Is Bluey animated, or is it a puppet show, or is it live action? Like I said, I haven't seen it. I know the name, but I have no clue what it is. I'm guessing it's animation. I'm guessing, which that would make it an interesting deal, but at least that's the appeal I see. Yeah, and there you go. Okay, so he's a good dude. Yeah, I do feel bad when people start losing. It's hard not to think that the stream is having a negative impact on people's efficacy. But Vincenzo won while we were watching too, so I think we're awesome. And people just hit, a rough patch. It happens. Cliff Racer. Gosh, he's been the bane of many people's existence. And it looks like Honey Badger is going to fall prey to, let's see, I mean, now, I think a premium Cliff Racer should beat a regular Cliff Racer. Like it should survive with like half a point of damage or something just because it's premium. Oh geez. All right, yeah, this Honey Badger. Alas. Well, that's all right. I mean, you've won 2 out of 3 that we've seen. It's a good day, and I know you are fully capable of dominating at will, minus that game. Wolf not playing right now. I bet that prof mattered. You know what? Krakatau's been here a ton. Let's go ahead and take a look at Krakatau. See what Krakatau's doing. Well, that match has ended. Let's not take a look at what Krakatau's doing. We've got back with Death Row. All right, here we go. Let's see. Vincenzo, my drunk powers are on yet. So hopefully by now you've gotten several beers because it's taken you that long to get to that comment, and you are now fully inebriated and ready to dominate. Body Bag BZ, I'm 5-1. I only lost to an undefeated player on Aggro Halalu. Interesting. Well, interesting one that it's Aggro Halalu, because that hasn't been in vogue for a while. But 5-1 is a pretty damn fine display. Very good so far. Okay, at least we can blame someone else other than ourselves. Well, I mean, you always have RNG. RNG really is the equalizer. It's always the thing you can say. Granted, the more we say that, the more it seems to take away from the opponent's skill, which is always going to be a factor. But I was telling my stepdad this because he tries to follow the game, which is fantastic. It's great to have somebody that has interest in the game, or has enough interest in me as a person, as my stepdad, to try to watch a game that he just doesn't understand. But I was telling him, I theorized, you have to have a certain skill level of deck building and playing to overcome RNG, because I think RNG luck is a huge factor, but I think if your skill level, there's a threshold. Like if you don't pass this RNG threshold, you are at RNG's whim and mercies, which is where I'm at. Like I don't feel like I ever really have control over whether I win or lose. Now that doesn't mean that I don't make mistakes. It just means I don't feel like I can overcome that RNG, where if you're good enough,
To me.
I think you cross that threshold and you're able to actually play the game. You're actually able to do more. It makes the game more malleable to your will because you have the skill.
Well fought.
And now that I'm trying to rhyme with skill, I don't think it works. But you know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. I think if you're at a certain level, that allows you to win with more regularity. But it's because you're able to topple, you're able to overcome RNG. I think that's it. I think that's how I put it in my brain. All right, Vincenzo, we're here to see another win, brother. Now that you've got a beer, let's see that other win. For Bluey's dad. Is it Bluey's dad? Is that what it is? It was, the guy that you mentioned? I forgot the name now already. But anyway, let me see. Hey, Twilight Cat, hello! With pleasure from Russia. Ice Storm OTK, is that... Willpower, were you referring to, obviously a game long since played, but I've never heard of Ice Storm OTK. That has to be with Encano, right? Because Encano's the only one that, I mean, Ice Storm otherwise is just a removal thing. It doesn't actually kill anything. Unless you Encano the dickens out of it. Is that right? Am I remembering that right? But yeah, Twilight Cat, I'll tell you, man, like, I'm always fascinated by like kanji and like Chinese, writing and all this kind of Russian, because it's not anything like our alphabet. Like Spanish, it's different. Obviously, the language is different, but it still uses, for the most part, English. Well, I mean, they're both. We share a letter pool, and so even though like double L's in Spanish are Y, pronounced Y's, here you're still using L's. Russian is like, it's literally a foreign language. Like I don't even know how to pronounce. I don't know how those, like I recognize some of them. I'm like, the C is a consonant, but then you got the thing with the backwards N. Is that pronounced as an N? Is that an N with a tilde? Is that, well, what is that? Like, I just always find it fascinating when it's like, wow, I literally have no idea. They're like hieroglyphics. And it's, like I said, it's kanji. Oh, geez, sorry guys. Wait. Oh. Vincenzo is determining a card to keep against Wyvner Bits. So doing really well. Turn 5, and he is, yeah, I think Vincenzo's got this locked down, which is crazy because he's not even, it's an aggro deck, but he's pivoted to, or he's able to be defensive because it's just that good. And I do like Black Dragon. That was the first legendary that I was like, this is truly a legendary card. The way it roars, the art, the ability to attack in multiple lanes and ignore guards. It's a beautiful, majestic creature. Anywho, here we go. Okay, there was no offense though. If he was from Sweden, he was saying, right, yeah, oh no, Agna, 100%. I don't think there was any. You were just saying, hey, I just know he's from Russia. I don't know why I know that, but I know that because I think Warlock from Russia. There's somebody who was really high in the tournament. Who is also from Russia. Yeah, there's no correlation here. Again, great people and bad people all across the world. They're not confined to one particular country or area or anything. It's a amazing tapestry of turd muffins and all everywhere. And there's awesome people everywhere too. It just works out that way. There's no really good correlation. But like I said, it's still interesting to know where somebody came from. And then I start picturing in my mind, like I start going like Iron Man 2, like I'm picturing like, or I mean, really any movie we see. Well, what's like the Bourne series, I think they're in Russia a couple times, but it's never, like, I haven't seen, like I watch K-dramas, most people know that, well, some people know that anyway, which the reason I first started watching them was because I wanted to get a slice of life of like what the houses, the people, the kind of cultures look like in other parts of the world. And so the first one I saw was like a J-drama, it was Japanese. And it was so like, okay, what do their apartments look like? And like things are different. Their air conditioning units are like mounted up on the wall instead of in the window. The way their buildings are shaped, the way a lot of them have the punch pad key codes. And anyway, but I don't think I've ever looked to see if they have like Russian versions of that. They have China, Japan, and Taiwan, which is the China version, and then Korea. But I haven't looked at, and I think Vietnam does them as well, but it'd be interesting to see if Russia has one. To see, because when you see it in the movies, you're only seeing the stylized, like, same type stuff, because it's usually all, takes place in some kind of espionage or something. It's not just slice of life. Like, hey, here's how people live in this part of the world. You know, in the States, we got a ton of sitcoms and everything, and not that they're necessarily accurate to how we all live our lives, but it give you kind of a glimpse, kind of an understanding. Although in sitcoms, the biggest trope is you have people with like very low-paying jobs and somehow have these ridiculously high cost apartments in like New York or LA. It's like there's no way a teacher is affording a freaking 1,400 square foot apartment in downtown New York. There's just not. So anyway, got off track, got on a tangent. Let's see here. Pure willpower. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Oh geez. Oh geez. Okay, here we go. Do you also think Warlock has the worst taste in music, or is that pretty normal in Russia? Okay, I can't chime in on that. I haven't seen Warlock's stream, so I don't know. But let me see. Pure Willpower is not a big fan of the background music. He will find that amusing. He has a great Discord when you were starting out, but the music taste, yes. Okay. So good Discord, bad chords. Yeah, you see what I did there with the guitar? Okay. So okay. All right, Denise, some of his music is okay. Some of the Epidemic soundtracks are okay, but less keen on the manic music. Okay. So are we talking like rage, metal, like, well, I can't remember the name. The guys who did Du Hast Mesh, but that's German, not Russian. But is it like that kind of thing? Where it's like the heavy, like, you know, that song. Vincenzo won a game. There you go. Yeah, I'm catching up here. You know what? I'm on a mission. I'm going to catch up with chat before I look at the screen again. Here we go. Royal Sage deck. Yep. Okay. So yep, I know where that is in the timeline. I'm about 10 minutes late. Dinky Man has the same awful taste in music. So it must be normal in Russia. Dinky Man. I'm not familiar with Dinky Man. I'm kind of surprised somebody would call themselves Dinky Man. Dinky Man doesn't really have an air of sophistication or power. It sounds dinky, to be honest. And just after I wrote that, she appears. Oh, okay, so Denise called the Royal Sage, and she summoned her by sheer force of will. Okay, animated.
No one gets through.
Okay, yep. All right, so confirmed, Bluey is animated, and Body Bag has hit top 1,000, but not top 100. Beowulf, there's some great music from Russia, just think. Well, okay, a lot of words that I can't pronounce.
Won't escape alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. And no, those are classic. I'm not sure about Baradin, but the other two that I can't pronounce, I at least recognize. Well, one, Tchaikovsky. Man, why you got to do that? Come on, you can say Bach or Beethoven. I mean, they're not from Russia, so no. But still, help me out here. But I think that's a composer, if I'm not mistaken. Every country has its good and bad music. Right. Yeah, exactly. I used to love playing the T word. True, Denise, I'm not even sure it can be segmented by country so much. No, exactly.
It has been my honor.
Like in most American music is bad now. You're not wrong, Vincenzo. You are not wrong. I very rarely find new stuff. Usually, I'm rediscovering songs that I heard in like the 80s and 90s that I just didn't know. Like you hear them on the radio, but they didn't say. I never caught like who was by. Like, not that this is the best example, but oh crap, I'm forgetting what it is now. Listen to Your Heart. It's like a Swedish group. Can't remember the name now. But it was a song I heard on the radio all the time. And yeah, call me a sap, but I kind of like that song. But I never knew the name of it, and I totally forgot about it. Oh, what was the other one? Not Hey Jude. Oh, gosh. Not Hey Delilah. Hey. Anyway, not important. But yes, modern music, a lot of it kind of, like the genres are starting to all kind of blend together. Like it's not like decidedly, oh, this is country or this is, hip hop or whatever. It's kind of all getting mucky. All right, let's see. I think Vincenzo is getting irked again. Let's see.
End of the road.
Oops, no, I want to talk. I want to see what he said.
Die.
Well fought.
This is getting really annoying. Okay, so he's got another one. Another, oh no, come on, Wivener.
You do me honor.
Okay, he's doing the right emotes. Okay, there we go. All right. I didn't know if he was going to rope, but when you emote like that, when you're like, "Hey, good game," whatever, typically you're not gonna do it. The people that disconnect don't. Either they say "prepare to die" and then they leave, or then they disconnect. They rarely say "good game." Annoyance is the price of victory! Exclamation points. All right. What do we have here? Grab Death Row again. Honey Badger. Tell you what, we'll try Death Row again just because really rare to see him on here at the same time. And we'll be jumping Honey Badger in a second here because, well, I don't know, we're getting up to new era and Gavin has a fistful of cards. So what are the odds that he survives 2 more turns? Well, no, actually. Death Row is probably going to be able to close this out next turn. If he doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised if we have a new era. Okay, as long as Death Row draws a low enough cost card that he can partner with his Halalu Sharpshooter, that Gatekeeper will not be an issue. He is, however, currently preventing lethal. Okay. And, ooh, just low enough. Just low enough. Wow. Yep, one more cost, he wouldn't have been able to play it.
I only need.
There's the sharpshooter. La poke. La face.
Well fought.
Death Row doing the good sportsman thing, giving him a good game before finishing off his opponent. Well done, Death Row. And let's see, give him a GG real quick. And Honey Badger, you're not playing. I'm just gonna assume that you won. You probably have said in the comments whether you did or not. In fact, there probably was an entire discussion about the game that you played, and I missed it. All right, Krakatoa. Yeah, all right. Banana Schwab has jumped in. Hopefully we'll be able to see one of his games as well. I don't expect him to be playing. Oh. Wait. Who is Arpad? Oh, Arpad and Krakatoa are at it, so I guess we'll spectate it from... What? What? Why is it doing the thing? It has the icon. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see who's playing. Oh, nice, Dagoth. And he wasn't playing somebody that we know, so okay, we didn't miss anything there. Fresh game up against Scout. All right, and let's see.
I do not fear death.
Beowulf once had good food in the UK. The heck you say? Denise, cover your ears. I mean, I'm such a meat and potatoes guy. You really have to work hard to put something in front of me that I won't eat, unless it has cilantro, eggplant, okra. I think those are it. Those are like the 3 things. If you put those in the food, I probably won't be able to touch it because I'm allergic. And by allergic, I mean it just grossed out. But pretty much anything else I'll eat. So, I can't complain. I was in the UK for a week and a half. I ate what I ate. It wasn't, I don't remember going away going, whoa, best food ever. But if there wasn't a stigma or a stereotype that food in the UK wasn't great, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. Okay, not pilfering with the kitty. Choosing instead to hang back.
By the light of 2 moons.
Oof. All right. Well, Honey Badger has one of those of his own. So are we going to see extortionist on extortion? Stay tuned. All right, so Benita says his sister hates the food in the UK. Said y'all are weird. Love their pubs though. Okay, all right. So we got good pubs, not great food. But Denise, I'm seeing already. I haven't got to the bottom, but she's not saying yes. Our food is garbage. So I'm thinking Denise knows some good places, knows some good food out there.
You won't live to regret. This one
I
works.
think most of us have some music in our collections that could be used as blackmail material. Probably. That is probably very true. Not me. I listen to game soundtracks and classical music. Nice. Nice. Yeah, K-drama soundtracks, classical music. I mean, I do have quite a bit. There was a guy named Mr. Cheesy Poof who had a YouTube channel for a while. He played Tessel, and he introduced me to even something polka, Nightcore polka, whatever. And it's like, I don't know that anybody else likes that song. I love that song, and I'm fine if you don't even call it a song, but it's just catchy. It's pippy. I like to listen to it while I'm driving. It just, I don't know, it's really cool, but I can almost guarantee it would appeal to no one else. And Honey Badger doing good work here, wearing it's down. I'm sorry, I cannot, the alternate art they did for this guy, like the text covers it up, Doomfang Alley, but it really, like his voice line should be "Hold by magnificent." What does he say? My magnificent fish stick? Is that what it is? Behold, my magnificent. No, that's not it. Whatever. I need to get back to chat. 80s pop hits from Italy. Nice. Blackmail material.
My friend would like to
Well, I've got a good trashy song. Jay Shades! Jay Shades in the chat. Sorry, Jay Shades. That looks like you posted that an hour ago. I'm getting to you, though. I'm getting to you. Love good trashy songs. You know what? I mean, as long as we can admit that something we like is a guilty pleasure, whether it's music or video, we're good. It's when people, because they like something, it has to be good, that we run into the problem. That's when you have, I mean, it's not, whatever, I don't care if you like something or think it's good, but if we can be honest with ourselves and just say, hey, you know what? It's cheesy, it's campy, it's whatever, but I like it. Oh, are we gonna see an Archer's Gambit lethal here? I think we are.
This was a worthy contest.
La poke. Poke. Nice. I like arrow finishes. They don't shake the screen like hitting in the face with like a 85 power character, but they're really cool. It's a nice little wink. It just looks stylish. Immolating blast. Ooh. Whoa. Do I use this? I think that's the O face. My O face. Oh. No one saw my genius play of using Penitus Oculatus to steal drain off my dark main he had for that turn. This permanent drain. Hey! This is a big brain player, right? That is. And same thing, by the way, public service announcement, in the same line as what Vincenzo did. Gonna show I was practicing, body bag and versus match. If you use Snake Tooth, it's the same thing. Snake Tooth is only supposed to be temporary, but if you put Mentor's Ring on a creature that has a Snake Tooth, so they only have drain for that one turn, it will activate just like anything else, and everything gets permanent buff. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, that's supposed to be like an insult, I think. So put that in your repertoire of skills and use it wisely. Oh, Ice Spike OTK. Okay, all right. Versus
speak.
Ice Storm. So we're getting there. We're getting there. In the UK, located South Coast. Nice area. Okay, Hampshire. We have New Hampshire here. Yeah, you should try coming to the States. We've got the New Hampshire. You have just the Hampshire. I guess it's probably pronounced Hampshire. because Shire is how you say that word. So I'm guessing, because I'll say this, it's crazy. Obviously, from my perspective, I compare it to English, to American English. But obviously, if you're in the UK, you do it. But like, it's amazing. Whenever there's an alternate way to pronounce an English word, like almost all the time, our friends across the pond have a different way to pronounce it. Like aluminum. I look at aluminum like that's the way you pronounce it. But they pronounce it aluminium. It's like, I didn't know you could pronounce it that way. Same thing like Hampshire. Here we say New Hampshire, but I'm guessing over there it's Hampshire or Hampshire or something like that. It's just anytime there's an alternate way to say a word, I find that we differ on that all the time. Not me and Denise personally, but just America versus the UK. Okay, Vincenzo is very perturbed that we did not see the big brain play, but it is now immortalized. I will write a ballad, the ballad of Vincenzo's big brain play, as he gave drain to creatures. As he yoinked the temporary drain from Penitentius Oculatus. No, with Penitentius Oculatus off of his main, Dark Main or whatever he's called, who had temporary drain, now giving the Penitentius permanent drain, and I'm guessing won the game with it. I think you say that in the comments. But yes, somebody write a ballad for this feat of daring do and big brainery. Beowulf, I've been to Brighton, but only a few days. Mostly no London, of course. We'll visit a friend in Ireland. Nice! I've wanted to get out to Ireland. I don't know if travel will ever become something feasible for me again or not, but if it does, Ireland is definitely on the list. Like, actually, the whole thing, I wouldn't mind just kind of doing it because, I mean, it's like, I don't know, do you still use the word Great Britain? Because my understanding is Great Britain was Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and the UK. Is that still right? Or are they all completely just, there's no Great Britain, there's no unified mass, it's all individual countries again. In any case, wouldn't mind going through them all. I mean, Ireland and Scotland, I think, are the two big ones that I would like. I mean, I love the English countryside too. But yeah, is Body Bag about to finish this off? He does not have a charger in his hand, but he is preparing, and he's got the nice alternate art. I felt so bad can't feel bad for K Fluffy. The man has an entire collection of premium, like every card, premium. It's crazy. So I can't feel sorry for him, but I think he chose, there's the Guardian, not enough to save you, my friend. Oh, and Body Bag said the same thing. It's like, that is not going to be enough to save you. And his Body Bag's like, too bad.
Greetings.
Nice. Okay, and you know what? If you that actually is that particular word, or that particular taunt, like it's a taunt, but it's like I'm knocking on your door, like, hey there, bam. But it's also hello. So I'm gonna. All right, tell you what. Let's check out that Prof Matted again. Haven't seen him in a while. Game is almost over. He's against Wood Elf Guest, who's running Alduin. And all right, so as you all know, this would be my concession turn. But I have a feeling that Prof Matted has trick up his sleeve. Let's see. I mean, he can. Let's see. On turn 11, he could Tazcad and then squish the Wimpy on the thingy blooper there. But he's got to survive for a few more turns first. So I think we might see a silence on Alduin. Or are you going to take out the workshop? Take out the workshop. Probably because Vincenzo, finally some recognition. I think because, again, this is the lazy combo version. So Alduin is dangerous when you have other dragons, but when you're just doing that. So yeah, he's going to be able to finish off a Tazcad in 2 turns. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Alduin's just going to keep nuking himself. Because he's the only dragon in this guy's deck. Anyway, all right, almost there. Here we go. No, we didn't see it. Your top 100 card, too shiny and distracting. little top 100 jealousy there. I can say that because I am also jealous. Brighton is a great place. Okay, so Brighton is good, although it might be pronounced Brighton in the UK. I don't know, but Antoine, I am 84. I'm Italian, but I spent 7 years in the UK and 1 year in the US as well. Oh, fantastic. How did you like your stay in both places? I mean, so in Italy, my mother was actually just telling me she was watching a YouTube channel that's like an American guy that married like a legit, like straight out of Italy Italian gal, like big curly hair, but very petite and everything. But she is like just the food. Oh, now he's got guards in 2 lanes. Dag nabbit, that's going to make it a lot harder. / impossible. At the moment. He's got the blood sacrament, though. He can do another 4 damage. But yeah, just like you do not do, like, you home make your pasta, and like there was all these crazy like culinary things. It was really cool. But it was crazy just how adamant, just like how like the standard, the cuisine standard. And, oh no, there was something that we have here. Oh, like you don't put, is it pepperoni? No, meatballs. She said you never put meatballs in spaghetti. Meatballs are their own dish. You can have meat sauce, which I guess either has been steeped in meat or has little bits of meat, but you don't put meatballs in spaghetti, apparently, in Italy. I don't know if that's true. It's one you can let me know if that's your experience as well. But I'm always curious, when people live in one country, spend some time in another one, how it matches up. Because, for me, and a lot of times, oh, you use squish on that. I guess because he doesn't really have a way to use squish with Tazcad. That's my big brain play, but as you can see, the guards are squelching my big brain. Another one that may understand my weird passion for Italian pop classics and oldies. Honestly, I can neither diss nor approve of Italian pop because I have not heard it. But considering that K-pop, for what it is actually pretty good. Like, well, I like baby metal, not all their stuff, but oh my gosh, this guy. Come on, that prof. Finish him off so we can scoff and he can log off. Man, I was on a roll. Okay. I've even been in the Lewis and Harris Highland. That's got to be in the UK. I don't think we have anything like that. The closest we have is Lewis and Clark, but they don't have a Highland. They just have a trail, I think, or something. I'm not sure. It's been a while. Lovely memories. Nostalgic indeed. Greetings all. Okay, so there we go. The J Shades, hello. They were big in Germany when I was young, so it's a sentimental thing for me as well. Okay, there we go. Big in Germany as well. If I can relate, I listen to music in lots of different languages. From Denise, may not know what they are saying, but emotion carries on. Exactly. And in the case of like K-drama, oh, they just got the Tazcad lethal. I got distracted, but he did do it. Yay! That deserves. That deserves. Where is it? That deserves a straight up huzzah. And the little googly eye, like, whoa. Now, to be fair, I should keep that in mind. If somebody does the cheap Alduin loop, if they continue nuking their board, you can still win, as long as you've got chargers. If you don't, you're screwed. But all right, Honey Badger. Behold my magnificence. Oh, dear.
You've got to go
Wow.
through him first.
Wow, we got Alter. He's got Daddy next turn, but not going to be able to pull this one off. If there's one thing queuing, if there's one thing worse than queuing into a game late when you're about to see your friend get punched in the face. That's all right, though. That's all right. Happens to the best of us. And the worst of us. Happens to everybody. All right, Vincenzo. I don't want to take the chance of us missing another big brain play. So let us see. And Vincenzo, if you don't razzle dazzle us, I'm gonna look at you frankly. I don't know how that would look, but I will do it. Oh, but yeah, what I was saying, the language of music is international. Yeah. So what I've learned is Korean. It would sound ridiculous if you when you translate it in English. Like, I will never watch a K-drama dubbed because the language doesn't translate. But when you hear the language itself is beautiful. It sounds good. Sounds like a language. And then you read it, and it's very literal. Like they will say things that again would sound very weird in English, like, they would actually say like, "This is the most humiliating and dishonorable thing I've ever experienced." Where we might be like, "Oh man, my face is red," or "Boy, I feel like a schmuck." We wouldn't say, we don't necessarily articulate like they do, but you combine the sound of the language with the meaning, and because you don't have to say it, it doesn't sound weird. It sounds like the language, but you have it coupled with, okay, this is what the phrasing is, and your brain makes it work. But if you were to say that exact same thing in English, which is why, especially specifically in K-dramas, English, well, I don't know why the English actors are so god-awful. I don't know where they're getting their casting from. They're the most cringy, horrible actors in the world. Anytime they have an English speaker, they're horrible. And they're almost always like fair-skinned and blonde. That's usually the type. But anyway, I don't know where they get them from, but they're not actors. And you can tell they'll have them say something that probably sounds fine in Korean, but when it translates into English, it makes sense, but it sounds stilted. It sounds very weird because it's like, you wouldn't say that. It's like, you still put up with that even though your father has dishonored you, or something like that. Like, we'd never say that. It'd be like, your dad's a dick, or I'm surprised you put up with that guy. Like, something like that, but we wouldn't say like, even after he has done you such dishonor. And anyway, you get what I'm saying. Oh dear, I saw burrito on here. I'm hoping this is not going to devolve. Oh no. And okay, this is getting fun. Okay, here we go. Hang on a second. Oh gosh. Oh no, I'm far behind. All right. Roxanne, yes. Was it 6 years ago I mentioned the Swedish group that I couldn't remember the name of it? Oh my gosh, I'm the worst. God forbid I ever end up with like these, you get some of these streamers have like 500 people in the chat. Like, well, I guess then I would have an excuse, right? I was like, I can't keep up with the chat. It's too frequent. But I mean, like, there's plenty of people here, but it shouldn't be insurmountable. And yet, I remember how long ago, and I knew somebody was going to do it. Somebody was going to give me an answer, but it was going to be so far after I remembered. Oh gosh. Ramstein, there you go. That's the Du Hast Me band. Jay Shades. Schwartz was talking earlier about having that match with Jay Shades Jr. Yeah.
Read my lips.
Oh,
Mouth paw.
oh, wait. Big Mulk. So it was spelled Dinky. Was he trying to say Dicky? D-I-K-I-Y? Or was it Dinky? Does Dinky mean wild in a different language? Or is it Dicky or Dikey or Dicky? Or I don't know. So there must have been a misspelling, I think, is what it was. But thank you, Beagle. If I can count on you, even though your speciality seems to be the Italians. Oh, and he goes for the and honestly, the crab would be one of those times you get to see a cool little animation. Mud crab lethal. I'm not going to call that a big brain play, but that's definitely okay. I don't mind if somebody crabs me. Yeah. I don't know why I said big crab. I was at a loss for words. Let's see. All right. Back to that Prof mattered and back to chat. Which doesn't want another one. Also, Denise, my sister said she asked for a Sprite and they gave her water with a lime. Okay, that's... I don't know what else she's had yet. Okay, so she says the food in the UK isn't good because she asked for a Sprite and they gave her water with a lime. I don't think that's a sufficient sample size to declare their cuisine to be substandard. Perhaps there's a language barrier. I mean, do they not know what Sprite is? Is Sprite not a thing in the UK? Do you guys just have 7-Up? I feel like 7-Up would be more obscure. It's more obscure here. I feel like Sprite's more ubiquitous. That is pretty funny, though. She's had about 2 years to be disappointed. Well, the UK has the best chips. Chips, by the way, for folks are not like potato chips. Those are called crisps. When she says chips, she's referring to French fries. What we call French fries. But I guess it's understandable in the UK they wouldn't want to have French fries. It's like they're arch nemesis. Although, Jay Shays, aren't you in France? You're in the UK. I don't know. We have some people from France. I don't think there's any true animus there. Obviously, at some point in history there was, but it's been a while. But we call them French fries. But they call them chips over there, and it is crisps that are the chips here in the United States. But I'm guessing that if I scroll down, that will be clarified by chat. Have been clarified by chat years before I got there.
You waking and sleeping.
Denise also eats chocolate sweets with orange flavoring. Those are delicacies, Vincenzo. Those are the gourmet truffle things, right? The ones they've got chocolate and orange, and they've got this and that and the turtle dove things. I don't know. I think I remember. Well, I mean, we have chocolate covered cherries here. That's not completely out of the norm. You have no appreciation of chocolate. You're right. I don't. I hate chocolate. What? Okay. Not gonna lie, Vincenzo. When you said, so I'm not going to say what it is, but there's some things people can say, like a certain perspective they share maybe on the world, let's say, and you go, okay, I got a big grain of salt for everything else this person says because we don't see eye to eye on reality, So you kind of have that understanding when you continue speaking with some folks. When somebody tells me they don't like sour cream on nachos or burritos or tacos, I don't know. I don't think you like it on anything. I kind of, at least when it comes to food, I go, okay, Vincenzo has a very particular taste. And so I'm not surprised at all that you don't like chocolate. Now, I'm not like a chocolate craver person, thing, but, and I don't like all chocolate. I'm more of a milk chocolate guy. You give me dark chocolate, nah, it's a little too bitter for me, unless I'm trying to, if I'm on some kind of diet thing where I'm trying to reduce my sugar count and therefore I have lower expectations of my chocolate. But on the whole, I want my chocolate to be sweet, doggone it, which means it's got a bunch of other stuff in there other than chocolate, but that's something else. In any case, I understand my non-sour cream eating, chocolate hitting friend. Oh no, here we go. Pineapple on pizza, golly day, okay. I was thinking about it, pure willpower. I was thinking about this today. This committee has the worst food takes. If we had better taste, we wouldn't play Tessel. Well, here's the thing, pure willpower. Here's the problem with that. We have every take on food that exists. Like, somebody will say they love X on X, or they love, I guess, X on Y. And somebody else will say they hate it. So we kind of have the spectrum covered. And it doesn't follow along like lines. It's not like, oh, your top 100 players, top 100 players like X and Y together, and your top 1,000 players don't like them together, and your below 1,000 players don't like either one. Like, there's no correlation there. So we're all over the place when it comes to food taste. But you are right. I would say some of the takes I've heard, although I think we've been trolled by some folks. Was it you, Honey Badger? It was you, or there was one other person? I'm trying to remember who it was. That was like, oh, I like honey on. Okay, no, it wasn't honey. It was because I'm Honey Badger. What was it? Gosh darn it! It was weird. It was weird, even for me, who has sampled all kinds of weird. It has my mother is a very creative, at times eclectic cook. Everything she cooks is great, but she definitely. Especially as I was being raised, she would try all kinds of crazy cool things. Like, I had ramen before ramen was a thing. Like, the kids that made fun of me, they're like, oh, that looks like worms. Those kids were like living off of that stuff when they got to college, but I was eating it in elementary school. So, like, we had osoba and a lot of stuff because my mom grew up in a military home, so she was stationed in Japan for like 6 years and everything. So she's been all over the place and acquired many different things. But that to say, I have sampled many a thing. But whatever it was, a Honey Badger or it was somebody else, it might have been. But somebody just definitively combined some foods that I think it just isn't right. It isn't right. But I've derailed myself again. Okay, y'all. Does pineapple go on pizza? Okay. I'm sure everybody's weighed in, but I'm going to definitively say it does not. It definitely does not. Pineapple does not belong anywhere on near pizza. Pineapple is a fruit. Fruit does not belong on a pizza. Pizza is it's for meat and vegetables, more of the meat than the vegetables, but it just doesn't. Oh wow. Okay, so we saw conceit efficiency from that Prof mattered. Not really sure, but I mean he had his reasons, no doubt. Crab finish. Match is ended. Oh, come on, guys. Don't make me play. All right, Vincenzo, thank you for stepping up. Thank you, sir. It's like, don't make me play. You see how bad I am when I don't have to talk. Oh, hey, and he's up against a rally deck. Not going to be able to do anything about it this turn, but... And he's got two aspirants, so he's in good shape. Okay, listen, I wonder what... Okay. Interesting. The Scion is staying alive. Okay, he was staying alive. Vincenzo killed him off. All right.
I'll find you the finest recruits.
Brace yourself for big brain play. But yeah, no, pineapple on it's just, it's a silly question because you don't want to dignify with an answer because it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And I'm sure I will see definitively in chat saying the exact same thing.
Move aside.
Okay, what's the weirdest food you all enjoy? I'll go first. And his comment is forward thinking that mine's probably not the worst, but putting mustard on almost everything. I mean, what do you mean by everything? Are we talking desserts? We talking...
Standing by.
Because I mean, like you can, like from my perspective, you can put ketchup on a lot of, oh my gosh. All right, so we got...
Apologies.
Okay, all right, to be fair, when you got a name that is that hard to pronounce, I gotta believe concession is a part of everyday life. Really, dude? All right, Vincenzo, just, you stay on there, buddy. You just wait it out. We know you can finish it off next turn. This guy's, well, wait a minute. That might mean I have to play. Let me get back to chat real quick. People, if you mentioned Roxette, I love How Do You Do, the trashiest song they ever did. There, and no one can blackmail me over music. Well, I'll have to check it out. I will say, was it Duran Duran? Did they do Hungry Like the Wolf? There are some like overtly predatory songs on there, and I don't mean like necessarily sex offender type stuff, but like some pretty skeevy stuff. There was another song, what was it? I'll Be Watching You. Like if you like just listen, like look at the lyrics, it's a creepy song. Like it might actually be about a stalker. There's some stuff that just, you know, we belt it out and it sounds like it's a ballad or it's about love or something. And then you go back and listen to it, it's like, that's actually pretty freaky. If it didn't sound so nice, it would be freaky. But yeah, Roxette was the one that did the, did they do It Must Have Been Love too? Must Have Been Love, but It's Over Now. I think they did. But they did the song that I mentioned before. Let's see. So right now we have the worst takes on food. So far we've got Vincenzo with mustard on everything. Marmite and honey on toast. Try it. I can't knock it because I have not tried it. I think I would like it though, because I know I like toast. I like honey on toast. I have no idea what Marmite is. Is that? So there's a guy named Shad. He has a channel called Shadiversity. That he might have referred to that. He's from Australia, and I guess it's a much more common thing over there. But I am not familiar with it. Denise, Hampshire. I told you. So again, I had Hampshire or perhaps Hampshire, but it is actually pronounced Hampshire. I can't win. I cannot win. I would never survive in the UK because nobody would understand me, even though I'm not speaking the Queen's English, so that's the problem. All right. We can check out our pad again. Okay, cool. Let's see. All right, this is different. Still has workshop, but has halls. And is he going to be able to finish it off here? Easily, yeah. Where was my math at? All right, so I think we saw him at 29, so he's fluctuating in ranks, but as we know, you can actually lose ranks by winning. If it pairs you up, which, I mean, that's just like the college football system. It's the dumbest thing in the world. It's like you can win out, but if they decide that the opponent you beat by 7 points should have been beaten by more points, you actually lose in the rankings, even though you won. It's ridiculous. That's why I can never get into college football. I mean, I don't much go into sports these days anyway, but college football never worked because I'm like, they vote. You're voting. You shouldn't have to vote. Like, sports should be the most like objective thing. You win, you advance. You lose, you're done. Not, well, you lost by, or you won by fewer points than another team won by, and so therefore they're a better team, even though they may have lost, they may not have beat another team. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a debacle. Let's not focus on that. I'll get all twisted up in knots. All right. Ketchup on rice. I think I said before, ketchup from, oh no, I started to say it, maybe I didn't. But for me, ketchup can go on a lot of things. And ketchup on rice, I wouldn't necessarily choose it, but I mean, rice is kind of like pasta. I probably, Antoine, I hope you didn't hear that, because that's probably blasphemy. It's like, in Italy, if I were to say that rice and pasta are close to the same or similar, probably is blasphemous. But they're both carby, I guess, so.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Let's see. Denise, that was an answer to Schwartz's question on the song he liked, but they do have some good songs indeed. Sriracha mayo on fried eggs. Again, haven't tried it. Mayo on eggs, okay. I mean, I prefer Miracle Whip because it has a little bit more kick than mayo. Mayo just kind of seems a little bleh to me at times, but I do like mayo. I do like fried eggs. Does sriracha have cilantro in it? It sounds like a cilantro-y thing. If it does, I can't do that, but I can understand why the people do, because most of the civilized world likes cilantro. It's just a few of us super tasters, we're kind of special and unique and have very sophisticated taste. Just a few of us. We don't like cilantro, but everybody else kind of does, you know? So, what do you call that? Where it's a compliment, but it's supposed to sound like a compliment, but it's kind of an insult. Actually, I wasn't insulting anybody. I was just over-complimenting people that dislike cilantro.
Let's do this.
But because I actually spelled it out, they lost some of it too. All right, Vincenzo's, he's definitely up against it here, and not really enough magic to do nothing with. A nice premium Dagoth there, though.
Well played.
It'll be way too early for that. Cradle Crush. Cradle Crush is going to be good. Cradle Crush is going to be good. It's going to keep him alive for another turn, it looks like. I got to say, I feel a little bad. He's up against I'm So Farkin' Lonely.
And
We draw power from their blood.
And it's one of those things where, you know, you think, like some of the names people come up with, they're kind of goofy or whatever, but sometimes I feel like people are actually just honest. Like, it's like, you know, because sometimes you're like, oh, okay, I don't have a username, what should it be? And it's like you just, whatever's at the top of your head, whatever you're thinking at the time, like, obviously Schwart is just like, okay, that's a really cool name. Like, why wouldn't you use Schwart? But
Let Kind guide me.
if Kind gave you a prophecy, Kind does not give you a prophecy. Kind was not kind. Hey, big brain commentary right there. GG, Vincenzo. It looked like you might have been able to stem the tide, but if they had Chargers in there, had Hunter and stuff, it was probably going to come down to a defeat at some point. They just put too much pressure on. But it sucks. I mean, it always sucks having, I lost so he would feel better. There you go. So, okay, I appreciate it, Vince. He did. Now, well, the guy's still lonely. He's just not a loser. And that sounded harsh, but you know what I mean. Chocolate with lemon and rosemary. Okay, no. Flag on the, nope. Throwing a flag. No. Denise, what do you, no. You can't. I was defending eclectic taste. I was defending UK cuisine. You cannot put lemon and rosemary with, no. Why? What? You're trolling. You're absolutely trolling. I didn't think you would stoop so low as to troll, but Denise is definitely trolling us. Well, let me just ask this, and I'm not asking for people to dogpile. Can anybody else verify that they have even heard of such a combo, let alone actually tried it, putting life and gastrointestinal fortitude on the line? What? Okay, so mustard on a burrito. So wait, no sour cream on a burrito, but we can do mustard? Is that what I'm hearing? Or is the sour cream just for the nachos? Are you okay with sour cream on the burrito? If you are, then I can excuse... You didn't say mustard and rosemary on a burrito, so... Okay, but that is a little strange. Would never have thought to put mustard on a burrito. JC, these guys won't be able to try this, but put a Star Bar in the freezer. Doggone it. No, I can't do it. I don't know what a Star Bar is. Hang on a second. I'm going to look up Star Bar. Sorry for the clacking.
True peace.
Okay, so it's a brand. Well, so that's like putting Reese's Pieces in the freezer. It's better cold. Okay, it looks like a Twix. Your Star Bar is our Twix. I can almost guarantee it. It looks like the American version of Twix. Is it better? Does it have something Twix does not? Because caramel Twix is pretty damn delicious. It's the nougat. All right, what are we looking at here? Are we looking at certain defeat for that prof mattered? I think we are. I mean, we're seeing like our friends here have a lot of good stuff in the deck or in their hand. But then you look at the Magicka, and it's like they don't have a chance to play. Okay, oh no. Oh, I thought the stream froze or something, or Tusk froze. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that's going to be it for, that's what, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh no, he doesn't have lethal on the board, but it's going to take some stuff. It's going to take some prophecies that mattered. That's the Hulalu guy. Doggone it. Okay, I don't get the reference because it's way too far. Star Bar. It's like a fruity taffy. Wait a minute. Okay, so never mind. Because when I do a Google search for Star Bar, it's got a candy bar that says Star Bar, but it's definitely chocolate. It doesn't. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying my reference that I was talking about when I said it's like Twix was wrong. It must be something else. Well, it's like Laffy Taffy then? Because I like Laffy Taffy. I don't know that I put it in the freezer, though. Like, the whole fun of Laffy Taffy is it's gooey and stretchy. Put that in the freezer, it becomes hard and cold.
Steal it. It can't be stolen.
Fun fact, folks, when you put things in the freezer, they become cold. Hey, no, with a gauntlet. Wait a minute. Wait, Body Bag, you said you were 5-1. How could you lose a loss? You can't lose a loss. Is this your second run that you're 8-0? Either way, 8-0 is freaking fantastic. I'm usually ending at like 4-3 or something. So well done. Wait, did he just win? He won! And I missed it! I mean, of course he won. Like, this is a Tesla stream. Why wouldn't I be watching the game? Let's see. Whoa. I'll just get more because I didn't see what happened. I can't actually genuinely compliment him. Obviously, he won from. I'm actually gonna go back. Timestamp. 6:53, so almost 7. So 2 hours after I started. I have to go back and look. Y'all can let me know, but I'm probably not gonna see it until the freaking stream is over anyway. At this point. I was like, there's no way he doesn't have a buff. And then I was like, what? All right. Okay, there's no way I don't hit another prophecy. So I made that prophecy joke, and clearly I see. I know what it takes to win it. I just don't know how to compel the prophecies to appear when I need them.
As long as you're here, try to be.
Okay, now it's a chocolate bar with peanut butter. So that would be a peanut butter bar. Okay, so Vincenzo was the one saying it was a fruity taffy. What in the world? And caramel. Okay, so Star Bar has one up over us. We have Twix. You either have your peanut butter or your caramel. We don't combine the two. Which is interesting because in the UK, at least in the hotel I stayed in, they have the spigots for hot and cold water are separate. So you have to mix your own warm water. It was very trying and very difficult. And here it's like you just turn the water on and you nudge it over to the heat a little bit and it gets warm. But there, it's like you had to mix. You get your hot and you got your cold, and you kind of like got to mix with the dials and get it so that there's an equal balance so that you get warm. So that's actually not at all like what he's talking. That's actually combining the two. And I don't know. I'm just trying to catch up, and I'm not doing a good job. Wait, I am caught up. I'm caught up. There's no flavor. The rosemary is gently warming. It doesn't really taste of rosemary. It just stops the chocolate being so sweet. Who wants to stop the chocolate from being sweet? Who wants to? That's the allure.
I bark and birth.
Wait. Nope, I hadn't caught up. I thought I caught up. It just skipped me to the bottom. Oh my gosh, not even close. So discount Reese's with caramel. So yeah, okay, there we go. Great minds think alike. I said Reese's, so kind of close. Guys, you know UK chocolate is 1,000 times better than USA. Okay, I don't know that, Jay Shades. I'm not familiar with that lore or that legend. Does Lindt chocolate come from the UK? And for those who don't know, it's spelled Lindt. I don't know. It still doesn't sound very appetizing. I mean, it is. It's actually very good chocolate, but it's pronounced Lindt, as far as I know. But if it is in the UK, then it's probably pronounced didn't, something like that. But yeah, honey badger with you. I haven't had British chocolate or UK specific chocolate, so I can't argue.
We must keep our homes
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I don't know the American chocolate is anything to write home about. It's not bad. It's serviceable, but it probably isn't as good. UK chocolate is better than US chocolate. Even my American friends agree. Okay, so I'm willing to concede that point. Swiss is probably best. I think Beowulf, yeah, they're definitely the most notorious for their chocolate. That's what I mean. I'd never heard. Whoa, not cream, really? Wow. Well, Vincenzo's gonna make sure he never uses him again. Got 2 altars down there, though. That's crazy stuff happens with that. Black hand messengers and all that crazy nonsense. So Vincenzo looking to close it out. He's not got quite down to that 10. This is where, and there's enough magic here. Vincenzo's going to have a battle on his hands. That's for darn sure. The guy has so many resources and probably too much health, honestly. I'm not counting Vincenzo out yet. Called it. Black Hand Messenger. VIP of the Telvanni deck. Just does too damn much. Did he just give himself another Black Hand Messenger? Ooh, Shrieking Harpy, that's a big oof. I had British chocolate, so I can't say your name. Baby Metal, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, I am so far behind. But yeah, Baby Metal. Oh gosh. Syncopation is freaking awesome. They've got a lot of good ones. I didn't like Chocolate. Ironically, we're talking about it. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the song. It wasn't a bad song. It just didn't have the spice. They usually have some really cool sounding extra stuff in their music. And it's a cool contrast. I think female vocals with like heavy metal music in general. Like I liked Evanescence, So Sue Me, their first album. I pretty much liked every song on there. I just like hearing like that beautiful voice, that emotional, like emotion heavy voice with like heavy driving music. It's good. It's good. It's like Rosemary and Chocolate, you know? It's like Rosemary and Chocolate.
Speak,
oh no.
Citizen.
Baby Metal, but yes, pure willpower. I'm glad there's somebody else who knows about Baby Metal. Titan as well as Alduin. How original. Yeah. Playing all the evil stuff. Banana Schwab, hello! Good evening. You probably have gone to bed before I can say goodbye, so let me say goodbye now. Good night, Banana Schwab, because I'm guessing when I scroll down, hopefully I will somehow have time that right, but usually I miss you. But hello! Good to see you. It's the beer, actually. The beer? Oh, okay, hang on.
Da-da-dee-da! Citizen. No, that's not right.
Let's see. I'm gonna pay Headman to shave Vincenzo's mustache. Ooh. Ooh, that's a risky proposition right there. That's the source of his powers. Honey Badger, alrighty, getting ready for work. So wait, you work a late night job too?
I
mean, I used to. Obviously, I don't anymore. But you're going to work at 8 o'clock or so on a Friday night? That's hardcore, man.
Now, where was I?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but oh yeah. Oh jeez, that was a clutch prophecy right there.
Let's go then.
Vincenzo continuing to put on the heat, but Vice are just unrelenting.
Khajiit will keep you safe.
Let's see here. But Honey Badger, just in case you came back and left again, have a great night at work. I do not envy you the evening shift. That is rough. Unless, but no, you're in America. I was going to say, unless you're completely on the other side of the world, in which case you might be in the morning. But even in the UK, it's only, well, I shouldn't say it's only. Denise, I mean, I know you're here. It's what, 12 o'clock midnight your time right now. So yeah, it's no joke, the time difference. Let's see, classic crab lethal. Oh my gosh, we're back at the crab lethal. Told y'all once I'm a drinking, or once I start drinking, I'm a god. There's a god or a character or something that does get his powers from being drunk.
Here, try to be useful.
Can't remember what it is now though. I think it was a Jackie Chan movie, like Drunken Master or something. Anyway. Vincenzo hates sweets. Spicy food is good, but so is sweet food in moderation. Yeah, there's a Korean dish called like tteokbokki or something, or boboki, or it's like TTEBBOKKKI or something. And I actually tried it. I actually ordered, like I was watching it on the drama. I was like, you know what? Every character, every drama, at least like there's at least 2 episodes where that dish is served. And it's always like everybody's a big fan of it. Everybody loves it. Like everybody eats tteokbokki. So luckily we have a Korean restaurant here, and I actually ordered some of it. A cream again? Dang. I mean, kudos for running that, and then Spy Master. Surprise! That's not good. That's not good.
Perhaps we can help one another.
None of this is good. This looks like the end for our good friend Vincenzo. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I'm dazed and confused. One time, me and my wife, this is Vincenzo. One time, me and my wife went to a pho place, or pho. I've never been able to get the actual pronunciation. I have a friend whose mother is Vietnamese and his father is black, mother is Vietnamese, and he says they pronounce it pho, but I'm not sure if that's a Vietnamese thing. Isn't pho Vietnamese? Anyway, we'll say pho just because I think that's how you pronounce it. Went to a pho place. We ordered the spiciest stuff they had. The lady asked if we were sure. We said definitely. She brought us more chili powder in case it wasn't hot enough. Well, that's one way to make it happen. All right, and Vincenzo does succumb to pivoting Telvanni with altars and all the stuff. I mean, it is called Altars of Despair for a reason. Ooh, Wind Friends, okay. Don't think we've, well, no, I think I remember watching Wind once or twice. Let's see, rank 5, so trying to push to that. For us grunt level folks, the magic rank is rank 4. So that we don't have to go back to rank 9 at the end of the season. So we'll see if Wind is trying to make that. They've got a Journey to Sovngarde, so I'm looking forward. Hopefully we can see that played. The Allied Guardian, not necessarily looking forward to see that one, but let's hope we get to see some Journey action.
Try some.
I'm not talking about the band, although the band's not bad either. Oh yeah, but what I was saying, so the tteokbokki stuff or whatever, I bought it from the restaurant, and it's like kimchi stuff, like the stuff that you go on kimchi. It's like this very spicy red orange looking sauce on these like little rice. They're not noodles. They're just like rice lumps, but they're long rice cakes. I don't know. Anyway, the texture is really nice. The rice stuff is really good. It's kind of gushy, but it's firm. It's good, but it's spicy as all get out. all I can taste is spice. If I eat spicy food, I can't taste any actual flavor. I'm just getting the spice just kicking me in the taste buds. So I try to avoid spicy food just because I can't appreciate it the way I would like to. Favorite pizza is pineapple and jalapenos. Pure willpower. You have a typo there. I think maybe your keyboard is stuck. You probably meant to say pepperoni and extra cheese. I think that's what you meant to say, but it auto-corrected to say pineapple and jalapenos. So that's kind of weird that it would do that, but I'm pretty sure that's what you're trying to say. Vincenzo, mine's pepperoni and jalapenos. Again, the jalapenos getting themselves inserted in places they just certainly do not belong. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Denise. All of you, what are you doing? You crazy people. You were right, pure willpower. Terrible taste. We did this chat, we just have terrible taste in food. I'll lump myself in, even though I keep it kosher. Oh my goodness. I just used to watch Shadowversity. Yeah, Shadowversity, really cool stuff. Does a lot of discussions on swords and what fighting was like back in medieval times. It's pretty cool stuff. It's pretty cool stuff. I haven't watched them in a long time though, to be honest. Not for any particular reason. I just hadn't thought of it until I actually mentioned it today. Pepperoni and banana peppers. Okay, I can get behind that one, pure willpower. I can get behind banana peppers. Even though they sound like they're a fruit, they are most decidedly a vegetable, I think. Oh, oof. Yeah, nothing like the Fighter's Guild recruit coming up with a big fart. Ah, well. Sorry, Wind. Yeah, that's... I feel you, brother. I feel you. Yawn again. Holy shit, I just need one card. All right, let's see if Vincenzo is still yawning and awaiting that one card, that one elusive card. Workshop bum, gambling, ruin, sports. Okay, so I guess we've now reached the point of the conversation where we were talking about college football. Okay, I'm back. Honey Badger is back. There we go. All right, welcome back, Honey Badger. 10 minutes ago. Oh my, he's that far behind. Yes. I don't know how people, Vincenzo, how in the world do you keep up? Now, granted, you had Denise, when I watched, you had Denise in the co-pilot chair, but how do you guys keep up with chat? It's crazy. It has a delicate flavor. The rosemary is gently warming. It doesn't, oh wait, the rosemary just stops the chocolate. So, okay, wait a minute. Did I make progress and then just go back on it? I don't know, because I remember that comment from before. This is why I'm the superior, almost there. This is why I'm a superior streamer. I would never fall this far behind. Okay, never mind. I was complimenting you by expressing my incredulity at how well you maintain the stream. But since you're gonna just rub it in, to you, sir. You're not all that. And a bag of jalapeno rosemary chips or crisps. You know what's never too sweet, no matter how often you do it? Defeat mode. Oh, defeat mode. Defeat invade. That is very true, Honey Badger. That is very true. You know what's never too sweet, no matter how often you do it? Defeat invade. Yes. That is always satisfying. We got a all cap locked facts from Vincenzo on that. Charleston Chews. I don't think I've ever had those. Body bag. I should have. I've heard of them. I'm familiar with their existence, but I don't think I've ever seen nor tasted one. If I did, it was a long time ago. Halalu guys ate. Oh, okay. Body bag was saying the Halalu guys ate. No. Body bag was 5-1 there. So wow, that's pretty impressive. Halalu, aggro, Halalu, and that's the thing. There weren't a lot of changes from when it was a thing, when aggro Halalu was a thing, which was back in the last Masters of Tessel. Did I leave my water? I did. I got water here.
We will build Skyrim into the land she wants.
Guys, screw this guy. Okay. You okay, Vincenzo? Well, you don't love playing First Telvanni BS? I knew I should have belly G'd, kept belly G. Yeah. Okay, so that's the game. We're not that far behind. We're only about 7 minutes back now. He's going to read that. I left, say goodbye, and then see that I'm back, isn't he? Yes. You do work night shift. Okay. Hey, again, I totally understand. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, Honey Badger, you are a bit younger than I am, so I think it's easier. It doesn't make it easy, but it does make it easier to work late nights when you're not. I don't know. I don't know that I ever adjusted to the night schedule at my other job, which sucks because it means, because I thought maybe in the new, when I got to Texas, I might be like, oh, maybe I'll just grab a security guard job or another driving job, but realizing that I'm not.
Nothing like a good battle.
Oh, does he give +2 or is it +1? We'll find out in a moment. +1, okay. Not quite enough, but still threatening and not in a threat. So, which is why you always, even if you're control, you want to hit as often as you can, or when you can, as much as you can, just because you want to make your opponent have to decide whether they want to trade or not. Where when you've got that much health. Vincenzo's like, please hit me in the face. Please hit me in the face because I want the cards. Oof. All right, well, these colors have good piss. I mean, he gets a card out of it. Okay, now he just needs to draw a charger. That's not a charger. That's not even helpful. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Vincenzo, I'm so sorry. Look at the discard pile. It's all actions. Are you serious?
A little distraction might prove useful.
Well, I see Old Salty. I don't see any other actions. Am I missing something? Because that comment's live, right? Oh, wait, his discard pile, I bet. Yeah, yep, it is all, yep, that's what he's meant. Jeez. I hate, yeah. Okay, well, good card against that kind of deck, but too late to be really effective. I got there, Vincenzo, I got there. Indeed, now I go to bed. Oh, see, I called it. Good thing I said good night because I just now got to Banana Schwab going to bed. See, I'm not getting better. I'm getting better at mitigating how bad I am. So I'm covering my bases. I'm saying hello to people, anticipating that they're going to come back. I say good night to people, knowing that I'm not going to get there before.
So little time.
Yeah.
Wait.
This is awesome. Good night, Banana. I love watching Schward when he's behind. It's comical. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it because I'm flummoxed. I mean, I'm not genuinely upset, but I do like to be, because I mean that's, you want to keep up with the latest and greatest. I mean, you can't be a cool kid if you're behind the trends. All right, Vincenzo. I mean, 2 giant bats is not ideal. No rune break, so House Carl is next to worthless. But he does have damage on the board. Oops, wrong mouse. See, this is a bummer. Right now I've got, the Mac is being used to look at chat and do any searching I need to do. And my little PC laptop is carrying the load of the streaming stuff. This is the end, isn't it?
I'll take them with me.
There are limits to good manners.
Having a good night.
It's weird to see an action-oriented deck that it's not running like Stealer of Secrets. Like, it's not a win condition. That's kind of weird. But you can't argue with the results at the same time. I would venture to guess that deck does not. Well, and maybe it does. I wasn't paying attention. If that guy's like a top 10, maybe it does do really well. I can't imagine it has the consistency to do well. All right. Who else is? All right, we got Shadow. Okay, so we had. Let's check it out. So Shadow, Azura. We had.
I will have my vengeance.
I want to say Death Knight, but that wasn't it. Death Row. We had Death Row, and now we've got Shadow. I'll sit tight up the other mountain. I remember when you first told me about that. It's not like I got choked up. I actually was joking, but it is a nice thing, and I know the history of it. So, tight up the Airy Mountain, indeed. The whole comedy. I'm almost caught up. I'm almost there. Antoine, my favorite lethal, so classy. Sometimes I just run one copy, even in my control deck, just to enjoy him. Crap. Which one? Favorite lethal? The crab? What, are you referring to the crab, Antoine? The little pinch you in the face for one crab? You said in your control deck. Who was I talking about 10 minutes ago? I don't remember. Vincenzo, yeah, dude, trust me, yeah. You know, I honestly, I almost wish I could go back to when I first started playing Tesla, because when I did, every win felt like a miracle. And so I never expected to win, ever. No matter what deck I was playing, no matter what I did, I was just thankful to come away with a win. I want to get back to that, because now, despite the fact that I struggle just to get into legendary status, I still somehow expect to win all the time. It's not earned. It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for me to expect that, but I do, and so that makes it even more frustrating when my expectations are subverted time and time again. I could get back to when it was so much more simple. When a win was like, oh, that's so awesome. Like, I feel that this is the greatest thing in the world. Yeah, I miss it. But trust me, I mean, so all I'm meaning is I get mad with my level of play, even though it's not warranted. I can only imagine how frustrating it is. Well, especially, I mean, again, action heavy decks, they're no fun to play. Ooh, Proof East. Let's see what we got here. I was listening to you on my hard drive, on my drive home. Very entertaining. Do you do this every day at the same time, or Friday only? For now, it's
As long as you're here,
5 on Fridays only, depending.
I want to be an assassin, like
I might look into doing it more frequently, though. Yeah, I might. So, what do you guys think? Does this work for you all? Like when we have this many folks here, does it work for you because it's Friday, or is it just it's at 5, so a lot of people are off of work? Because, I mean, honestly, streaming is easier than doing a video, just because there's really no editing involved. So, from a purely Proofyest is. Was listening, as now he's actually playing, so we will take a gander. And he's up against Azura. So hey, we found a night where Azura is out in full force. Usually, if they are out, we never encounter them. But so far, I've seen 3 Azura players. So Proof Yeast playing, Proof, not Yeast, Yest, Proof Yest. Proof Yest.
Careful there, friend.
Running Covenant, which is good to see. And Genius Path Mage, I've not seen him. I think he got nerfed. Wasn't his nerf from 6 cost to 7? Because he was a big factor in Nixox, so I think he got nerfed. So I don't really see him anymore, but this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. World Eater's Eyrie, Unstoppable Rage. I like where this is going. This is a combo deck of some kind. I don't think I've seen too many combo decks in Covenant, so I'm looking forward to see what happens here. Hopefully, he'll have a chance to have it go off. Because he's up against Aggro Prophecy. Is that redundant? Well, not redundant, but... Ooh. And hopefully, if he doesn't have the execute, this is going to go well. If he does... No! If it was me. If it was me.
I keep a spare blade.
Like, I actually ticked myself off by calling what my opponent's going to do. The fact that they do what I expect them to do pisses me off. Not because they do, because it's probably the smart play, but it's the fact that I just know that it's coming. You just know it's coming, and that actually makes it worse. So I need to stop predicting it, because it's almost like, almost like you can predict when the game's going to be a turn muffin. Oof. This is not looking great. 9, 11, 12, gets him down to 8. Not really enough to do much. Yeah. Yeah, GG proof. It's not even proof. My gosh, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm butchering your name. It's Poof Yest. Poof Yest. Sorry, my mea culpa. I am so sorry. Poof Yest. Gosh, I swear, if you all corrected me in the chat, I'm going to flatulate.
promise.
Oh, Telvos. That's what he was referring to. Honey Badger, I thought I had an ally with you, my friend. I thought we were simpatico because you were like, sour cream on nachos is fine. All right. We'll probably come back to Poofyest, if nothing else, so that I can commentate an entire game getting his name correct. So we go Shadow, Prof, or Vincenzo. We got to go Vincenzo. Hopefully he's had another beer since then. All right, well, it's not looking bad. So hopefully he'll turn this thing around.
Honor and glory.
Okay. But Telvos was the card that Antoine was talking about. I think. And Vincenzo doing hyper aggro. I think I'm late enough. I missed the hyper aggro because this isn't hyper aggro, right? This is just kind of mid range, right? Mid range battle mage. Ooh, a feat conjurer can come down with authority. I couldn't draw anything below that. Yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, okay, so that was, yeah. Oof, yes, I couldn't draw anything below that game. I'm not good at building decks without overloading high cards. I'm too greedy. Fair enough. The only reason why folks like Denise and I don't do that is because we just know that we're never going to make it to our greed, so we just, that's why, I mean, well, Denise, she mentioned that's why she never plays control, because she'll never get there. It's an okay deck, fun when it works, like anything. Very true, very true. And any deck can be fun as long as if you're winning with it or if it can do what you want it to do. Like, that was one of the great things with Justin. Like, he would run these crazy wonky decks, and he would be thrilled if he got the combo off that he wanted to do, even if it didn't win him the game. He just wanted to do fun things. And here I am conceding on turn 2 because it looks like the game's going south. Yeah, Honey Badger asking a very bizarre question. Why would you ruin good pineapple pizza with jalapenos? We're not going to last long, folks. We are not long for this world. This humanity is not going to survive. We've strayed off the path. Straight off the path. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm not. You know why I'm behind on the chat, buddy bag? You know why I'm because you're populating it with phrases like he's behind on the chat. That just makes chat go longer. You're perpetuating the problem. You're making it worse. You're perpetrating the fraud. Oh, crap. All right. It's one. I love Telvos, but I was talking about the crab. Oh, he was talking about the crab. I was right. I remembered the right thing. Ha-ha! Crab for the win. Crab finishes classic. Row behind on chat and hydration. Okay, well, you weren't wrong about that part. I am. Thank you for the reminder. That was one of Shadversity's, one of his cool things. He was like, what, was it him? Oh, no, crap. Am I thinking of somebody else? Nope, I think it was somebody else. Nope, it's, nope, sorry. It's a guy, he streams Mario stuff, especially Mario Maker. His name is, wow. Oh my gosh, DMR? DRM? Anyway, really nice guy, very wholesome. Really, really wholesome guy. Like far more wholesome than I am. But he would say like this, because he never takes sponsors. He's got a ton. He does Twitch and everything, so he's making a living for his family, his wife and 2 kids off of gaming, which is fantastic. But he never takes sponsorships unless it was Big Chewy, which is apparently a giant granola bar. He would take that as a sponsorship because he eats it all the time. But otherwise, he doesn't take it. But he'll say, this video is sponsored by water or by H2O or something. He made it sound cool. That's why I'm saying it, because I want to sound cool. But anyway, I'm not, this isn't a sponsor. I'm just doing this so I don't die. Well, talking about, okay, so Antoine here. Talking about art, what's your favorite ones? One of the most beautiful and disturbing card is Corrupted Shade. Corrupted Shade, especially in premium. It is haunting. Oh yeah, your premium version. Yeah, Corrupted, because it's got the glowing red eyes. Absolutely. Favorite, though, honestly, I really like. I hate to. I'm not saying this is my favorite. Well, first of all, Black Dragon alternate art premium, definitely up there. Probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Just off the cuff. Just I love it. But honestly, the cat, I can't remember which one. The Khajiit that does when it moves your lane, you get +2 because it has like the Northern Lights going on behind him. Really a nice effect. I have to look into that. But honestly, Corrupted Shade is definitely a very haunting and magnificent card in premium. So, okay, we're still in. I'm tapping into the angry mode right now. My favorite premium non-alt art is Mudcrab Ankle Snapper. Okay, so the OG Ankle Snapper.
My honor.
Golden Saint, oh, it is beautiful. Yes, it is. I'm embarrassed to say that the Golden Saint art, alternate art, for the longest time I thought was Oreo Cookie Gal art, alternate art. I thought it was just the other 3/3 Drain Prophecy card. Speaking of GG, good luck. Good game. Good night. Well done. Well done. See what I did there? Low budget. Scout, this economy. I'm so good. I'm so clever. All right, Shadow. We got Shadow or Wind. Our pad as well, but let's go with Shadow. Let's see what Shadow's got for us here. Action is Rapid Shot. Alternate art or regular? I guess either way would be pretty good. I don't know, man. There's a lot of the actions. I never wanted to do. I told myself I would never do action or item premium because they don't stick. Like it's not like a card that you play on the board and you can look at it and be like, oh, it's so pretty. Like you play it from your hand and it's out. It's done. So I didn't think it was worth it. But of course I have since then done. But I mean, like Lightning Bolt. Alternate, like either all looks pretty good. Action. I'd have to think about that as well. But I do. Rapid Shot does look pretty cool. It's a good looking card in general.
This was a worthy contest.
Low key, like understated card. And we got another win. Shadow AZZ defeating solidly Invade. We'll give him a GG for that. I think. I don't know Shadow all that well, so I'm just hoping he doesn't play Invade. Not because I care whether he truly plays Invade or not, just I don't want to say, oh, look, we're kicking the crap out of Invade. He's like, I love Invade. It's my favorite deck ever. Why would you say that? All right, Edmorn. I think he was a recent ad up against another Invade. Let's see if he can pull it out. So, look, here we go. Top 10 player. Top 10. Who was it? I even take Liquid Winds. Oh, I'll have to see what he's saying there. We don't want to miss, but so Flynn Bag. Who was it? Who was it amongst you that was telling me with great certainty? Actually, I think I know who it is. It's actually a couple people. They told me, oh no, Invade, you'll never find it in the top 10 or top 100. The good players never play Invade. I'm gesturing. If you can't see what my hands are doing when they go out of the screen, I'm gesturing at the top 10 card back that Flinbag has as he's playing Invade. It's not the first time I've seen. I think it's the first time I've been able to prove it definitively. Because just because somebody's rank 2 or rank whatever, you don't. It's not saying that they're always there. But this is a top 10 player who very well could have ill-gotten gains because he just played Invade. Let's see. There you go, Honey Badger. I've questioned your taste in food as of late, but your taste in card art is unparalleled. Golden Saint and Black Dragon art, very good. And I felt bad for our winners because and I think it was our tournament. No, was it? Yeah, it was our tournament, but Joe was the one who was in touch with the community guy, CVH. So Joe was the one who made, it was his tournament that he created. I just kind of helped facilitate it. And he was able to get, like, you can request your own prize, essentially. And so Black Dragon was one of them. And K Fluffy, I remember distinctly saying, hey, I think it was K Fluffy that actually asked for alternate art Golden Saint. And I think they both became available within the next month for gauntlet runs. So, I mean, don't really feel bad because I get to have them too, but I kind of feel bad because it's like at the time, those were cards that nobody else could, you couldn't really get your hands on. They'd stop showing them, they stopped making available. So again, another huge thank you to CVH and whoever the folks were that either just naturally decided they were going to do it or heard the cry and gave us all a chance to get Black Dragon. And obviously, I apologize, Vincenzo. I know you had a particularly horrific situation at that particular time, and you were not able to get it for yourself, but I'm appreciative of the response. That's the card I was talking about, Dune Smuggler. The alternate art, his little lanterns all light, and the sky behind him is this weird, like, Northern Lights. Why they decided to do that, I don't know, but it makes the card really pop and sizzle. Blackhand is one of the most disappointing premiums you can have. It literally is just gold border, and I think he's got a little, like, they do that if they don't have anything else, they put the little glistening ripple where it's just like light hitting him. Not that it would reflect off of his cloak anyway, but that's kind of like, oh, it's premium. Otherwise, you don't know that it's premium. I got one in premium on my other account because I use it all the time. I was like, oh, I think it deserves to be a premium. And I saw the premium, like, this is the most underwhelming premium ever made. Oh, Red Dragon? Wait a minute. Black Dragon. Wait. Blood Dragon. That's the other one. I was talking about Black Dragon, but I was thinking also about Blood Dragon. And then when Beowulf said Red Dragon too, I think he means the Blood Dragon in the red strength coloring, right? Is that right, Beowulf? I'm catching up, guys. You can start answering my questions now because I'll be able to get them on time. Antoine, sure, I crafted one just to have the effect. Fair enough. Baldric, you are. There needs to be a word for how late you are because late is not adequate. You are late. That's LAAAYYTTTTE. Late or latte, I don't know. Wow, but better late than never, my friend. We got another half hour, so other Fridays will go longer. Oh yeah, and let me get back to it. I don't know, you guys have probably already talked about it and said it, but yeah, would there be interests in? Is it? It's one of these things. Okay, is it special and fun because it is only once a week? Or is it like, hey, I got a lot of free time in the evenings. I'd love to have something like this on the regular. I don't know that I could do it like every night, but maybe 2 or 3 nights, and maybe just do do a video, maybe 2, and then stream for a couple nights. Like I would have to ramp into it. Haha, you say ramp it. I like endurance. I'd have to I'd like double. I'd do maybe Monday and Friday, or Tuesday and Friday. Wednesday and Friday, Thursday and Friday. Well, that's pretty much all the options, isn't it? Or even on a weekend for somebody like Honey Badger. Would like a Saturday night? I couldn't do it. I'd do like every other Saturday night because that's when the pirate panel typically. Well, no, because that's usually later at night. So I guess I could technically do that. But yeah, would you want a weekend night as well as like a Friday, Saturday thing. Yeah, any feedback is welcome. Because again, I don't assume that you could just very well be like, no, man, once a week is good enough for most folks, you know, just a little spice for the week, little test of stuff. But I mean, if this would be like a fun thing that people would like to do more often, then I'm down with it. Aside from the 5 days that we're going to be moving at the end of the month, I should. Oh, here it comes. Well, no, his gate, that's a fresh gate, so it's not actually going to do much. And that was a low roll on everything, so Edmorn is definitely going to be able to finish it off. Well, yeah. Yep, wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Oh, piss. I mean, he'd have to have a bunch of discounted zero-cost cards to pull this off. Please don't do it, Flimbag. Take the L whether you should or not. Prove you're a better man than your forefathers. Is that enough? That's enough, isn't it? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, what does he need? Well, he's got Razzle-Dazzle. And, oh, he can't do Venom. If he could do the snake too, he would do it. Wait, Bewildering Speed? No, because he'd have to lane change. Oh, what is he? Oh, duh. Hey, all right. Ooh, Edmorn had the pulse. Well done, sir. Well done. Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog. That's a cool kid say. Well done. Poof. I'd even take liquid wins against Invade. Indeed. Let us give. Wow. All right. Back to Vincenzo. Gonna see a wind to purge the saltiness. Let's see. What, Blood Magic Lord? No one loves his premium version? Blood Magic Lord. I don't know that I've seen his premium version. But probably looks legit. Probably looks good, I would imagine. Oh, no, wait. No, I haven't. I was gonna say, because I made loops of premium cards, like as video type things. Yeah, the lack of yellow does make it hard to get around shadow. In the shadow, yeah. All right, so we'll catch up. I'm so close. I'm so close. I've got to get there before it's over. Oh, Baldrick got a concert. Okay, well, all is forgiven then, my friend. That is fantastic. You got out and about. That's an early end to a concert, though, isn't it? Well, no, I guess because you're ahead of time as well. Ooh, but that Sentinel Battle Mace. I mean, it at least allows him to. He's not going to win it right in this turn, but it at least got him so he didn't. Yannels didn't get the drain.
By the fires of oblivion.
That's hard to dodge. The drain on what's her face, the ugly skirt, ugly helmet gal. Because yeah, if you hit her at all, or if she damages you at all, I think. And there's Nighttown Lord, not a premium though, so I can't vouch for that. Looks like it could look pretty nifty if they do some lighting effects. That's another one. Sentinel Reclaimer shouldn't look bad, but I mean, if it's going to be an epic or a legendary, it's got to look freaking amazing in premium for me to pay that much gold for it, or that many gems for it. Baldrick, dude, was the concert anybody we know, or was it like a local, smaller event? Oh, you know what? I think if he had done that in the left lane, Vincenzo, you miss lethal. Miss lethal. I'm one of those guys. So if you'd put the flame guy in the field lane, it would have triggered the. He sees it too. Oh, big. Oh, piss. He's gonna lose it now. I mean, well, not guaranteed, but. Oh, never mind. I mean, it's gonna be harder now. Okay, so I apologize, Vincenzo, because I know you're not thrilled with how things are going right now, and I didn't want to add fuel to the fire. I thought it was going to delay your lethal by a turn, but I forgot Blood Magic, or that guy is on there, so Night Talon Lord, so that actually might have been a game losing error. I mean, but if his opponent just concedes, then, well, I mean, can he still win? Because he's going to drain for 12. He's going to get the Alfreak. I mean, it may not. I've had really bad luck with being against. Okay, hang on a second. Sir, I will get to that in a second. Who played? Very good. A local band. Crazy. Aldrich, how dare you answer the question before I asked it? You had that answer done before I. Is it Kreis or Kreese? Or something else? Ethno rock. Interesting. Giggles is my favorite card art. She makes me smile. Honestly, Pure Willpower, I'm in the same boat. I really do like Giggles, and they do a really good job with her card art. It exudes her. Like it's kind of almost got like a rainbow effect going on. It's beautiful coloring. Yeah. I mean, how can you not be happy when Giggles hits the board? Well, unless your opponent has one or two of them and you get wrecked by her. But yeah. So yeah, Vincenzo sees the. Is he going to work after that? Nope. Not going to Cradle Crush? What? Why did he leave Night Talon Lord alive?
Careful there, friend.
Why did he leave? Oh, no. Why did he leave it? Oh, because I guess he just knows he lost. Oh, man, I am so sorry, dude. I am so sorry, man. I genuinely thought, okay, he's gonna miss lethal by a turn. He'll get it next time, and then I saw Night Talon Lord. I was like, oh, fuck. So I apologize. I was not gleefully celebrating your demise. I thought I was just pointing out a. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Let's see. The lack of yellow does make it hard to get around Shadow Lane proc. Yep, I've had really bad luck with being against workshop decks this season, but not helping me out. We've seen a few. All right, we're gonna watch Vincenzo get his. Oh no, you know what? Well, Edmund's went casual, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with casual, but we want those stakes piled high. Ooh, okay, no, I feel we need to see Vincenzo be vindicated. And so hopefully that is what we'll see here. Obviously, my plan falls flat and crashes and burns if he doesn't win. But I believe Vincenzo can pull this one off. He's due. He gave the opponent a win in the last one. He is up against a top 20 player right now, though. So, and he's playing Redoran, which is no, and he's oh my gosh, Mournhold Trader with the ring.
I will push them back.
And he's gonna race. He is gonna race. The race is on. I can stay up and watch because it's Friday. Any other day of the week, it wouldn't be able to watch very long. Okay, good to know, Willpower. Okay, so it is Friday. Does seem Friday's a good day. It starts at 2 p.m. for me, but on Fridays I can do that. Okay, Beowulf. All right, so it's an early start for you, right? Okay. Well, so wait, so you're not in the. I thought. I apologize, Beowulf, because a lot of you I've asked because I'm always curious. Hey, where are you from? Beowulf, the amount you were talking about, like it's as familiar as you seemed to be with like Europe or. Areas over there. I thought you were on that continent, which would put you ahead of us, but it sounds like you're actually the other way, which would put you behind us by several hours, so 3 hours. But okay, so good to know. Friday right now, at this point, sounds like it's a good lose with dignity. Vincenzo, right? Yeah, that. glad you like that short. I wasn't like the only thing I was thinking at that time was like I was legitimately pissed off, like. Out of my mind, But I was like, but I'm recording right now, so I can't react the way I normally would react. I need to somehow channel that into something that is going to seem less like this dude's like freaking angry. So I wasn't trying to do any of those reactions, and I was pleased with how they came out, but they all came out, it came out because I was just like, I can't like go completely crazy with it. Can Vincenzo pull this off? He's not dead in the Shadowlands. So, I was gonna say if he played Sower, but does he have enough with that? 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No. No. Close. Close. Mud crab, 0 cost. Oh, nope, nope. Dang. He almost pulled it off against Goblin. Wait, what was that? You could have finished it with good game. Dude, you got the ring? You were able to ring out a Mortal Trader, for crying out loud. Like, that's almost an auto win. The only way it could have been more of an auto win is if you had 2 Mortal Traders back to back. That's like the best start you could get. I wouldn't be too like, yeah, you know, look at what I did. It's like, okay, really, there were a lot of factors that went in there. Sorry, Vincenzo. All right, let's take a look at that Prof Mattered. See if he's running some zany combo as is his want. Okay, Honey Badger, my schedule rotates, so Friday's good for me. I'm obviously working hard while typing here. All right. So Beowulf, so yes, you are working hard. Another Invade. What is going on tonight? We've got Invade, and you know what it is? These gauntlets, it's like you get these guys that play Invade and they, I don't know if they lose, but it loses its charm. But then if there's a gauntlet that the parameters allow for you to abuse Invade, or it makes it more advantageous to play Invade, in a split second you'll see it come out. I'm saying that off of this one result. We have seen a lot of Invade tonight. I don't know why. It could just be that's the way it goes. I haven't really run into it. I had one game where I ran into Invade, but we've seen it 3 or 4 times now tonight, plus several workshops, admittedly. Some of it was friendly fire. Some of our own friends run workshop, which is fine. It happens. There's no judgment here. Not out loud, anyway. All right, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Baldrick, you had too many good times, had too many songs, had too many non-alcoholic beverages. Is that what that was? Retain your dignity, folks. Exactly. Exactly, Honey Badger. Be as I am. Be one with dignity. Supply Runner. Haven't seen that card in ages. Yeah. Yeah, Supply Runner. I actually run it in. I have a deck called something ramp. It's a ramp deck. And I run one copy of it in there. But yeah, I don't see anybody else really playing it. And I think the only reason I did it is because I ended up pulling it in premium. So I just have so few premiums that when I do have them, I try to throw them in at any point I can.
What's the lesson for today?
Let's see. Low budget scout control, right? Okay, so that's that. I remember that phrasing. Am I the only one who hates players who abuse Balmora Spy Master? What fun is there in exploiting the most annoying RNG in the game? Oh, right. Oh, the surprise. Yeah. Honestly, like it is the most RNG heavy. I get annoyed with just the amount of times that Cruel Fire Bloom is used with anything. Like I think it's a dick move, not for the player per se, but House Telvanni, for them to be able to profit or benefit from like cards itself, like off other cards, especially a card like that. I don't know. Telvanni Cats, like Cat's Paw, has become like a nuisance. But yeah, I mean Balmora. I mean, there's such a wide range. But yeah, when it high rolls, it is annoying. Yes, I will agree with you there, Antoine. You are not the only one. Vincenzo stepping away to get some milk for his son. Okay.
Speak, citizen.
Good luck, good game, good night. Schwartz, May 10, 2024. That's true. Okay, yeah, I do remember that. My gosh, that was a long time ago. How? How have I not caught up? No, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. You should put that on a t-shirt. I may. I just need to remember that. Good luck. Good game. Good night. I'm going to Command Shift 4. There we go. Now I won't forget it. Beowulf, I got to jump to see y'all next week or online. Have a great weekend, and thanks, Schward. Pleasure to do it, Beowulf. I know you're gone, unfortunately, but thank you for being here, and thank you for the contributions to our chat and our convo today. And yeah, we'll definitely see you next week. Sounds like we'll keep it for now. We'll keep it just to Friday. It seems like that's the best time. I mean, there is no point in doing live at 5 if I'm pretty much the only one here. More Spy Mastery is, I don't know, I never looked at it more thoroughly. It's abusable, but I don't think it's broken. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's broken. It is annoying. I think any card that, and that's why Mundus Stone gets me so much, because on the right card, the right stuff, and I mean, there's more advantageous keywords than not. So even if it's not a keyword that you necessarily were going for, those keywords just they crank the value up so much. And to know that wasn't in the person's deck, they did not have a Hand of Dagoth with charge. It didn't exist in their deck, but they got it now thanks to Mundus. That's a crazy, ridiculous card. So Poofyest. No, Poofyest, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, here we go. Streaming focus on dinner. I was told that Spymaster rolls for Magicka first, then a random creature with that Magicka total, meaning it's not that RNG heavy as you think. I will never use it because of this. Okay. Poofyest. Okay, that is a good point, and that is true. If I recall correctly, yes, it is. Well, wait, it is. But doesn't it mean it can go up to that amount? It could be anything lower. Is that what you're saying? I think it caps out at that, because I think I've seen some Spy Masters roll low, even though they're played late. So I think it caps it. And I think that you're saying that's why you wouldn't play, because it's not true RNG. It doesn't have the entire creature list to pull from. But yeah, I just think I understand that it doesn't work if you could pick the cards that you're going to have in your hand and pick the cards you're going to draw. That would be a completely different game and perhaps unplayable. But I do, personally, my personal preference, my druthers, is to have as little RNG impact as possible. I want to win because I'm the awesomest, not because I got the luckiest. And I don't want to lose ever. True story. Let's see. Oh, never mind, waiting for Schward to finish. Okay, all right, good deal, Vincenzo. Yep, we've got another 8 minutes or so, and that'll be the final. The glistening effect is lame. It is. I mean, sometimes for the armor and stuff it can work. It actually makes sense at least, but it is kind of a, I got nothing else, let's just do that. Baldric, whatever's good for you, Schwar, just don't burn yourself out. 3 times a week might be too, God, I'm out of words. I think they tried a beer. Might be too much. It might be too much. I think that is the word you were searching for, perhaps. But I appreciate you getting that statement out despite your intoxicated state. And it looks like that Prof Matter is going to finish off our second invade opponent in the past few games. Yeah, I don't know that I would have jumped up to 3 right off the jump anyway. It probably would have been 2, but it is good. I appreciate the feedback, the responsiveness there. So fantastic. Whatever works for Schwartz. Like I said, my schedule rotates. I'll be working Fridays and moving through the week. Okay. It's fine. You just like one of the many people who comment on my videos saying I miss Lethal at some point. No, and Vincenzo, trust me, I get that. Yes, and I get that. I understand it because I get that all the time. Or even the general thing, just like Joe, just a typical Joe. He's like, misplays and something else that wasn't flattering. Typical Schward. But yeah, it really is, and it's easy. It is far easier to see. I think it is a metaphysical fact. It is easier to see lethal if you're not actually playing. If you are playing, and who was it? There was a guy that lost the Masters against. Please don't hack me, because he missed lethal with a Black Hand Messenger. He had a black. He needed, I think, 1 damage, and he forgot that Black Hand Messenger could kill itself. So he played something else, missed it. The other guy, please don't hack me, capitalized, ended up winning, and that was that. So even at high level tournament play, people are missing lethal. I mean, I was more surprised that I saw that, or that you didn't see that, because I don't think that happens to you very often. But all right, so here we go. Vincenzo, take us home, sir. This will be the last game of the night. Let's go out with a W, no pressure. Okay, familiar opponent, the douche, getting it done. Or apparently it's pronounced something other than douche. The dush. Dush. Okay, I know douche does not. It doesn't have positive connotations, but it sounds better than dush.
They will meet their makers.
I don't know why. It just does. Look at that premium Martin Septum. Could we see an avatar of Akatosh? I'm getting revenge on this guy being a dick. Wait, was he the one that? Oh, what was he? I'm trying to remember. I don't know, but hopefully Vincenzo's revenge is sweet and served cold. Good night, you guys. Pure willpower out. Good night. Good night, willpower. And there's Sea City. Just in time for you to gossiping about me. No, see, and here's the thing, Joe. I almost didn't make that comment because like Joe's not here to like make a follow-up comment on it. But I was like, screw it. He'll hear about it or whatever. But yeah. But hey, Joe, you're so see, Baldrick, you're not the latest. Joe's hobbling in here. Joe, I guess is your work ramping up again, or it was just? I mean, you don't have to explain yourself. I'm just happy to see you, brother. But yeah, that is funny. You came in right as I mentioned you. We were just talking about how in chat or in video comments, you almost are always going to get somebody. Although I will say, I gotta say, I think if not all 3 videos, maybe just the first 1 or 2, like it was all like all the comments were welcome back versus. Like, oh, hey, you missed lethal, you made mistakes. I know I did. I don't know if I missed lethal, but I know I made mistakes. And I do not mind having that pointed out at all. At the very least, if I'm tempted to get, because if somebody's like aggressive about it, which nobody really is, but if anybody was like a jerk about it, if nothing else, it's a nice test, a nice way for me to respond in a deflating way, in a way that is in a disarming way. So at the very least, it's practice. But most of the comments are very edifying. Oh man, Vincenzo, I don't suppose you're running some resurrect stuff, because it would be nice to see. I would like to see Martin Septum do his thing. And in this situation, it would be perfect. You wouldn't have to worry about rune breaks. But right now. Looks like we're going to need that shadow shadow shift. We must protect our strong. I'm just going to call him the douche. I'm going to Ohio on Sunday. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wait. So you're coming up to my neck of the woods. Dude. If you pass by or get within like 2 or 3 hours of like Indy, Indianapolis, I don't know if you would. I don't know if you have to go through me or not, but if you do, let me know, man. I can meet you somewhere. 'Cause you're coming up by me, actually. So... But, I mean, you're doing it for work, so I understand, hey, you just want to get the job done. I get that. But, yeah, if you end up in going through Indiana, oof. I mean, at least Vincenzo's got Pure Blood Elder. So he does have... Ooh, that's going to be dangerous, though. Needs a silence to get rid of that. Otherwise, every creature that... this guy's playing is going to be a big threat. I welcomed you back the first video. You did! You did! No, I'm not saying. Look, his buddy back here to say he was going to run my gauntlet deck. How do you do? He did run your gauntlet deck, and he was 5-1 with it when last we heard from him. So, and if you could go back and watch it, I actually complimented you. I said, you know, Body Bag is a great deck builder in his own right. I said, but if you got a deck from Joe or K Fluffy or the Joe K Fluffy combo, you're ridiculously lethal. Like it's very dangerous. So I give you mad props for that. But yeah, he was 5-1 last he filled us in. So the deck was doing good work. But yeah, and like I said, anytime I mention it, like there is, I'm trying to think if there is ever a situation where somebody said could actually like get me bent out of shape. And I don't think there is. I mean, I don't want to test fate or whatever it is. Is this guy really running invade in sorcerer? That's just weird. Yeah, I don't think I would, and especially once we've established rapport, once there's a friendship of sorts there, even if it's a fledgling friendship, then everything is taken as either as a joke, like it's just for jest, just poking fun, messing around, as we do, or it's like constructive criticism. You know, it's actually constructive criticism. It's edifying. It's like, I want you to be better. I want you to do better. So that's why I'm saying this. It's not mean-spirited, is what I'm trying to say. There we go. Vincenzo getting us the win right at 8 o'clock on the dot. It's almost as if his opponent knew. Almost as if he knew. But Vincenzo giving us the dub to close out the stream. And that is going to do it. And yes, Honey Badger, I caught him. I told you I could do it. Maybe with only 3 minutes to spare, but I did it. Yeah, so thank you all so much for joining me for the new revival of Live at 5. And yeah, we'll just keep it to Fridays, and I'll try to do it every Friday that I possibly can from here on out. And like I said, in theory, I'll be able to go a little bit later on other nights when I don't have something else coming up within the next hour. I got to eat some food. I got to eat food. But yeah, again, thank you all so much. And until next time, keep playing. And good night. Yes. Oh, how do I turn this off? It's been a long